And we made it. We are here live on Pub Sports Radio for another play-by-play college football live bet stream. We got here all the way to the championship, CMAC. We got Texas and Oklahoma State today. I'm excited for this Big 12 showdown. What you looking at, CMAC?
Yeah, I'm ready to get after this game. I'm on a little echo. Is that you?
Is it me? Let me know if it goes away.
I think
Is
it's
it gone?
Yeah. No, it's still there.
It's still there? Here, let me pull myself out and back up. You get this rolling then. Hold on. I don't know what it's
No, all right. That's fine. Yeah, let's get to this game here. I'm on Oklahoma State.
Okay.
All right, bounce out. Go ahead, bounce out.
It is echoing? Okay, because I don't hear it.
Yeah, I'm on Oklahoma State in this game. I want to give it shout out to the chat. If anyone knows, I've been trying to rushing to get set up here. I know some of these corners are going to be out for Texas. Watts was questionable. Jordan is already out there. But I took the 15 with Oklahoma State in this game. And I have a piece of this over. I have a bet on the over as well. I think the only way Oklahoma State is in this, they're going to have to score. Their defense is not the best. Texas should get theirs. Some people think this is a Texas blowout. Maybe it is. I disagree. And one thing, though, Texas has this run defense, top 5 in the country, number 4. They hold teams under 100 yards a game. And then we all know about Gordon, number 1 tailback in the country, basically over 1,500 yards. After those first few bad games and the UCF game, he's gone off for, it seems like, over 120 almost every single game. So if he gets over that, they're in this as well. If he can run, Oklahoma State can run on this Texas run defense, they're in it as well. And the mistakes. Bowman can't make mistakes. Quarterback on both sides here, but he really can't make too many mistakes here. If that doesn't happen, I think they're in this game. Prop-wise, I think this is a solid prop game. We will see. Who knows? Maybe the defense has come to play. But some props I was looking at, I did bet Presley. I think overall you could look at Johnson or Owens, all pretty good receivers, but I think he's the main guy all year long. Presley's been for Oklahoma State. I took his over 62.5 receiving yards as well in this game. And if you want, can he get the 100? It's basically at 100 yards is Gordon, his rushing yards in this game, or a little less, 97.5. It's kind of dropped a little bit. Last night it was around 98.5, 99.5. And on the flip side, Baxter is 93.5. Look for all these things. I think the props are well. Passing touchdowns, the QBs are over 1.5, are solid bets. So if you like the props, keep an eye open and bet this game. I think it's going to be solid.
Hell yeah, man. Everybody, I see everybody rolling in the chat. I know we always do the first live game, so especially for people on the West Coast, it might be a little bit early. But do us a favor, hit that like button, hit the share button. Last week, we got over 3K views on it. Let's see if we can hit that again. Share the video, man. Talk sports with JT in the chat. Good to see you. Perky Sanderson. Smoking Mirrors, my guy. He sent me a video of some beautiful, I don't know if it wasn't a brisket. What was it? Like a pork shoulder that you smoked last week? Shit had me hungry. Trap God, man. Flea Mathis, Cody Norton. I saw Justin dropped his stacks play of the day in there. He said it's Alabama. Team total over 24.5 is his stacks play of the day record. Shout out to our guy, Justin. Get that money, man. Good to be here. Look, I don't have a pregame bet on this, but I say this all the time. I like it because I like to be able to go live. I would be leaning with our guy C-Mac here, though, especially since you've gotten over that key number of 14. I know it's 15 at some places now, but anything over 14 and a half, I like. The Longhorns, of course, they're still playing for that playoff spot. And I'm not necessarily saying that I think they're going to lose this game. I just think it's going to be a lot closer game than what the spread indicates. The Longhorns the last few weeks, they've taken a few lumps, and that could be an issue here on Saturday. They're without their starting running back. That's going to hurt them. They're the 2 defensive backs that C-Mac was touching on, Watts and Jordan. They're questionable coming into the contest. And Oklahoma State's got a good enough offense. They're going up against the 4th-ranked Longhorn defense rush game here, but the Oklahoma State Cowboys, they were able to stick to the ground against Oklahoma over the Sooners with the quality, and the Sooners have a quality defense. They had Gordon run the ball 33 times in that game on the ground. It's just, I just think this is going to be closer than what the spread indicates. So I'd be there with C-Mac on this, 14.5, 15 or 15.5. I just think it's too many. So I think Cowboys keep it tight here. I think Texas gets the win, but I think the Cowboys keep it tight. All that being said, I haven't put my money on it yet. I'm looking for a live bet.
Yeah, I just think they're going to try to – they need to run it, but I think the biggest weakness is the Texas secondary. So they got to take some shots, Oklahoma State. And their run defense is a lot better. Not that they're horrible against the pass. I think they give up 240 a game. Does Texas here? Let me double check. Yeah, they're right around there. Yeah, 94th in the country. So that's where I think Oklahoma State, big play action, they got to take some shots as much as they want to run the ball. But they might get stymied a little bit. So I think
especially with those cornerbacks, if those cornerbacks are out, you're going to really need to take those shots down the field, and put the pressure on Texas where they're not comfortable.
Yeah, we got another game this morning, by the way. Miami, Toledo. I am on the under 44 in that game, and I have a bet on Miami plus 7.5. So
nice.
Small bet, like quarter type unit with the points, but I'm on the under.
Our guy Nicker loves the Bulls in the chat. He said, "Do you guys do the play-by-play or show the game?" We can't show the game. That's copyright. And I don't want to sit here and tell you that we're like perfect play-by-play announcers. We try. We'll tell you what's going on in the game. We'll give you the update, the score update. We'll give you the plays. But we also interact with the chat, and we also look for betting opportunities across the board. So an example, I know this is college basketball, but I do have Marquette. They tip at the same time that this game kicks off. I have Marquette in the first half against Wisconsin. I tell you what, I'm not one of those people that sees that line and thinks, oh, this is super easy. Wisconsin's got the bigger size. Wisconsin is a bigger basketball team than Marquette. They are going to win the boards. And anytime you win the boards, you have a chance to win the game. Only thing is, I think Marquette's going to shoot well enough to where the boards aren't going to come into the game a lot. So, again, we're here for football. I'll get back to it, but I am on Marquette in the first half coming up.
Let's talk about it, Cav. Break it down. I'm on the same game, so you can win the first half. Marquette could win this basketball game, but I took Wisconsin plus the 3.5. When these two teams meet, it is a close basketball game, and Marquette is the better shooting team, flat out. But Wisconsin at home, we're finding out. Look at Purdue. Going on the first road game at a tougher spot is just not easy for these teams who are being these tournaments, neutral court games, or home games. So first game, out. So full game, I'm on the other side. Wisconsin plus 3.5.
Well, and it's going to be rocking here because, like you said, this is an in-state rivalry game.
Oh, yeah.
So
games are close, always, normally.
And Wisconsin, I faded them early in the season with Tennessee and got a good win on that. But since then, they've been looking pretty good. I mean, you got Hepburn. He's going to control the paint. He can shoot a little bit from distance. You got Wall. You got Crowell. So this Wisconsin team, like I said, I didn't see this line and think, oh, this is easy. Like I feel like a bunch of people hopping on Marquette are. There's a reason why I went first half because I don't like being in a situation where I think I'm going to lose the battle in the paint.
Excellent. Let's get it.
Let's get it. I'll get that first half. You take that full game, man. I'm ready for this. And we do have action across the board in college football. I personally don't have any bets that start until 1 o'clock. So we got plenty of time to get to those, and we will get to those. I've got action in the Tulane game. I've got action in Alabama, Georgia, and I've got action in the Louisville, Florida State game. So we will get to those. No reason to rush into them right now. But we're getting close to kickoff, boys. We're getting close to the championship. How about them Oregon Ducks, C-Mac?
Yeah, they faltered.
Were you involved in that game at all?
I had some, Washington.
You did?
In that
Okay.
game, yeah.
I had so many people hit me up, and I feel like a jackass because they were like, this line doesn't make sense, right? Like 9-10 points is way too many. And every time I responded with the same thing. I don't know. Oregon's pretty good. And then yesterday, several of them sent me, I told you the line was too easy. I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't tell you what to do. I just said Oregon was a good football team.
All I needed to see was that first drive. Because when we broke down the game on Monday, me and Mabano, it's just this team has just not been good lately. But if you go back and forth, and Oregon had won like 100 yards on both those first two games, the last 2 years, the yardage. But as soon as they moved the ball to Cav, I hit it again. Washington. When they got down that field goal, they kept that long drive. I hit it again because it only moved to 8.5 or whatever. And they were able to move it all game long.
I should have looked at the same thing. And that's a good example of something we can do in this game, because if Oklahoma comes out early, Oklahoma State comes out early, and we can tell that this is going to be a close football game and we're still looking at a number that's over 7. C-Mac's already on it, so he might not want to fire away again, but I can tell you what, guys, I do want to fire away. If I see, hell, even if I see Texas go down and score early and I get a better number, I'm probably going to fire away. I do not see this game being a 21-point blowout. I think it will be close. I'm not saying I think that Texas is going to lose, but I really think that this is going to be within a 10-point margin here.
Love it.
So I'm excited. Next time we're here with you guys, it'll probably be a bowl game. So this will be our probably last typical scheduled one here, but we do have college basketball getting up and rearing its head. And I love me some college basketball, so I'm not too sad. I love football, but I really love college basketball here. Showing some highlights, Mike Gundy on the sideline. How are you with him? Are you a fan of him? Not so much. Could care less. How do you feel about Gundy?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I think he's a little nuts, but I think if you're a football coach, they're all a little nuts, right?
Yeah.
So, he's been my money's been on him for the most part as a dog too. It's paid out, so I don't hate Mike.
Funny. That's the same way I am. It's like,
you
ask me about somebody, I'm like, well, if they respect my cash, that's about all I ask for.
He does. So, now he's like 55, he's 40. I'm a man. 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40. Bro,
yeah.
I don't know if you caught this or not because it was just a random betting with the bag one day, but Jimmy said that and he didn't mean to. He wasn't actually trying to quote Mike Gundy, but he was like, I'm a man or something like that. I was like, oh, yeah, Jimmy, are you 40?
Yeah. He's probably 40. He is. He's like 42 now.
Yeah.
He probably was 40. I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm 40. That's the best, man. I can't wait for this shit. Everybody in the chat rolling in, man. Don Play in the chat. That's our guy right there. Let me know what you got action on college basketball today, Don. I want to know. Perky, Sanderson, Cheshire Cat rolling in. We'll have your blind video on Monday, Cheshire. Don't worry. Jason Meyer, he said, what up, PSR? Shout out to the motherfucking chat. That is the best chat in the game. You guys out there, we don't have anything without you. We get up here and give out our bets, but you guys' bets are just as important, if not more important. So let us see them. Let us know what you guys have action on. Antonio said, am I alone not wanting Texas in the playoffs? I'm an Aggie, so I guess, yeah, fuck Texas. Longhorns down. Wait, Longhorns down. Wait, hold on. Put that thumb in. Longhorns down. Fuck UT, baby. How about that? You like that, Antonio? How about my Texas fans out there? How do you feel about that? Fuck UT, baby. Fuck the horns. Horns down. Throw the flag. Throw the flag, baby. You can't do that anymore. Did you know that, C-Mac?
No, but hey, power to you.
That's the weakest thing in the world, man. You shouldn't be allowed to showboat or anything, but the fact you can't do this, that's stupid. If somebody was at A&M and they were like, hey, thumbs down, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Don Play, I didn't bet that game, but that was on my short list of going through last night. Games that I kind of liked was Evansville +4. Just to hit that up. I went through that last night.
I actually I do have other college basketball action too, but we got plenty of time to get to that one. I was really close to pulling the trigger on USC against Gonzaga, which I know probably makes people cringe just a little bit, but I don't know, man. I think Boogie Ellis and I think some of the guard play for USC will be able to keep them in the game. And if I do bet it, it would be first half +1.5. I just think it'll be a good game, but I have not pulled the trigger on that one yet.
Yeah, that game here is at the MGM too, right? Yeah, that SC Gonzaga game. I agree with you, a little bit. I think there's a lot of Gonzaga love. This line hasn't moved at all, too. So I think it would just come back down if it did. But I'm gonna look at that. That's the late one tonight. So I haven't bet it either, but I've been looking at it.
Hell yeah. Perky said he's on USC. And sometimes people wonder, a lot of times I have a reason or an angle for the first half. For USC, it would simply be the fact that I've cashed on them first half already 2 or 3 times this season. And I know for a fact one of those games they didn't cash full game, but I'm pretty sure both of them they actually didn't cash full game and hit that first half for me. They just come out quick with those guards, and I really like them early. And also the thing is if Gonzaga does win that game, it's going to be by grinding them down in the paint. It's not going to be, like I said, from guard play. So I will probably be on USC early. One last play that I did bet that I'll throw out there is I doubled up on Memphis here today. I got Memphis on the money line first half. I got Memphis full game. I've been high on this Memphis team, especially coming off that ass beating that they took last game. So we'll get into that more, though. We got plenty of time. Looks like we're already going to the sidelines here. They're doing the national anthem. Oklahoma State Cowboys are decked out in those clean black uniforms. So I guess we got white on the other side for Texas. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe this is just the hater in me. But burnt orange is the ugliest motherfucking color, man. Who the hell is doing team colors and says, "Hey, let's go with Dookie orange. Let's take a bright, vibrant color and let's make it a little poopy and go with burnt orange." What an ugly color.
Yeah, well, I mean, both of these teams, and you're not loving this game. Yeah, with the colors here. Shit.
Right. Hey, we got some Texas love coming in from the chat. Brent Cook, my guy. Jimmy Gomez flying in the chat, man. What up, Jimmy? Good to see you, man.
Hey,
I know we don't cross all the time, Jimmy, but we'd love to have you pop up here with us sometime, man. If you got any action, even if it's NHL or what, I know you cap everything, but I also know NHL is a good wheelhouse for you. If you have any action or anything you want to get up and share, man, just let me know. We'll get you that link.
For sure, big NHL slate today, too.
Ian Schwarber said I jumped on Memphis as well. It fit his model. That's cool, man. C-Mac, I know you know all about models and stuff, but when I watch like Troy Torrance build his models and stuff like that, that shit interests the hell out of me because I will never build a model. I'll just let everybody know that right now. It's just never going to happen.
No.
It's awesome. It's just like I am way too ADHD to ever be able to consider handling something like that. I have my notes and it's like it might take me 5 minutes to find where I want to look in my notes.
Yeah, he likes doing that thing, and so that's what he goes off his handicapping. So congrats, I like it,
Yeah. I knew I'd get some support. I figured I'd get some hate. Flea Masses said, haha, shit, orange is right. Gig 'em. There we go. It's Dookie orange. I don't know what else to call it. It's like, at least the Browns like literally went with brown. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You guys can tell we're here. It's going to be a shit talking day. Do we get A&M fucking Texas next year during Thanksgiving back? I sure hope so with Texas going into the SEC. I say I hope so. Texas might kick their ass the first game back and just be like, hey, we're back to what it's always been.
Yeah, we should. That was pretty weak. Yeah, there was only Ole Miss, Mississippi State on Thanksgiving this year.
Weak. And that game sucked too because Ole Miss ended up covering, but at the same time, it was like just not a good game. Slow, not very many points. Mississippi State could have covered. But anyway, so on the total with this game, I hate that to sound so cliche, but I was kind of leaning on the over here. I was on the over with the Texas Tech game last week. It was 52.5, I think, or something like that. And Texas put up 57. We're sitting at 55.5 right here. I'm pretty interested in that total. The first live bet that I'm going to look to pull the trigger on, guys, and if I get this, I'm just going to fire away. And I like to let you guys know this also so you can fire with us. The first half total right now is sitting at 29.5, even up to 30.5 some places. That's too high for me. But if we can come out here and get 1 or 2 stops on the first couple drives and I can get under 28, I will probably jump the live first half over. But what I need is under 28, and I need it early.
This game's touched 58 too at a few books, at the Superbook, a few others. So it has been moving since last night, this morning. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I got 55. So I think it was key. If you can get under that 56 kind of number.
Twisted up of the morning. My mouth's a little dry. The energy's here, but we got to get it up. We got a full day. I mean, college basketball, college football, UFC. I've got, a couple $1,000s out in the ether that I've bet, which is exciting, but also nerve-wracking. So it's go time today, C-Mac. It's go time, baby.
Yeah, it's a fucking huge day.
It'd be even huger if this thing would fucking, my mouth's so dry I can't fucking seal my joint. There we go. Everybody in the chat, man. I know it might be a little bit early. If you're on the East Coast, it's like 12:11 right now. So if you haven't already cracked a beer on this beautiful sports Saturday, I don't know what you're doing. If you're on the West Coast with my guy C-Mac and it's 9 a.m., I still don't know what you're doing. Let us know if you're having a drink with us, whether it's an Irish coffee or a regular coffee. If you're rolling up a plane with your boy right here, put it in the chat. Let me know what you're puffing on. But let's get this shit rolling. Let's get lit and let's make some money today, boys.
Let's get it. Oh, yeah.
And here.
Christopher Comentini, Perky, LF. What's the bet? We're on the points. I'm on the over 55. It's 57.5 now.
You're already on the over?
Yeah. 55.
Okay,
I
just
just
said
said
on
it.
Oklahoma State. I might just take that.
Yeah,
over.
I'm on both.
I think I'm just going to hit that over with you then real quick. I'm just going to throw a half a unit on it because I want to fire the other half a unit live if it gets down.
Yeah, and the other game I'm on the under, Toledo. I took the 44 last night. It was down to 43. That game's just kicked. Miami, Ohio, Toledo.
Fuck. Can I not bet the pregame anymore?
Yeah, I just wait. Just wait here.
I know you just said it, so I should have heard it, but you know how it goes sometimes in here. If I would have heard you were on that over, I probably would have already jumped it, but I'm going to have to get it live here with you guys because they're about to kick right now. Oklahoma State is getting the ball first. They are lined up for kick here. Boy, this is exciting. Stadium's packed. Wait, are they in the Cowboys stadium?
Yeah.
This
is in Dallas, yeah.
You could tell. Texas coming off. Looks like a pretty good kick. It's going to go about 2 yards deep into the end zone. Oklahoma State is going to try and bring it out of the end zone. Guy's going to break a couple tackles and get out just across the 20 out to about the 22, 23-yard line. So Oklahoma State will come out on their own 23-yard line to start this drive. Have you ever been to Jerry World, C-Mac? I know that you're not,
No.
you don't live in the area, so maybe not, right?
Oh, you've been?
Did you know that?
You live there. You've been there,
Oh, my
right?
God. Everybody see that play that they just showed? I had $1,500 fucking dollars on Baylor. And if he got in the end zone, I lost my money right there. That was the most fucking sweaty, craziest, best play of my life. It was so fun. Anyways, real quick on the Jerry World, I was going to say the absolute cheapest parking you can get, C-Mac, is $100.
Damn.
There is nowhere that you can park that's under $100 at Jerry World. $100 to park your car.
That's fucking nuts.
Bowman was pushed out of the pocket on the first play. He's going to just throw it out of bounds. No harm, no foul, but it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 here. Like I said, guys, I want this over. So if Texas and Oklahoma State can find a way to get 2 early stops, I'm just going to go ahead and hop it. I'm going to fire away today, man. Fuck it. I'm just going to be firing away. I think I'm going to fire away $75 pops. So it's not like it's not going to kill me. But I'm going to fire away a little bit more. On 2nd down, they got a guy in motion, a little play action pump, incomplete pass. I'm always curious when I see plays like that because I know that there's no flag and I don't want to be one of those guys looking for a flag. But God, it sure felt like that Texas defender was on his back before the ball got there. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd have to see it again.
On those,
they're not coming out running it, throwing it. They got to throw it again here.
They do, yeah. Wow, Texas's defense has only allowed 26% on 3rd down. I'll say this about Texas. Anybody that does have Oklahoma State, deep ball, and he's got a guy. Come on, throw the flag. How the fuck is that not pass interference? I don't even have a bet on this game yet. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
There's no flag there?
Wow. Look at this. It's going to show the replay. Bro, he's grabbing
Wow,
his arm.
Gundy's going nuts.
Bro,
He's
how is that
40.
not
He's
pass interference? What am I looking at? Bro, he's like fucking
he
tackling
just
him
he
before the.
falls into him basically.
If I was Mike Gundy right there, I'm getting fucking 15. I'm losing my shit. Oh my
Look at him
God.
and his mullet. He's going nuts.
Hey, there's my guy Caleb showing up in the chat, man. Good to see you, Caleb. We need to get you back in more around here, man. Texas, hot pressure on the punt, almost gets to it. The punt is barely gotten off. I think there's going to be a catch interference call on this one, and that's right
Horrible
around the
kick.
45.
Some nice calls
Wow.
for Texas here early. Fuck.
Chosen One said they're letting them play. Hey, Chosen One, I like it. I hate
I
flags. I like letting them play, but that right there,
that was PI. I mean, sometimes you just gotta.
that's
Yeah.
and that's a game-changing PI, right? That is a huge call right there on an early third down.
Texas is gonna have great field position here.
Really, really good field position, man.
I don't blame Gundy for going nuts.
Bro, I would have lost my shit there. And look, again, I want everybody to hear this. I don't have action in this game right now, so I'm not saying this because of the fact that it hurt my bet. I'm saying it because that was clear as day pass interference. Bets profit, my guy. Rod Z said Ewers is going off today. You got any Ewers props, Rod Z? Good to see you in here, man. We should get you to pop up here with us sometime too, Rod Z, man. If you got any action for the day, let us know, man. C-Mac and I love highlighting good bettors. Try and bring our chat.
He's got action for sure.
Oh, I know he does. That was just a polite way of saying, like, if you want to come. On first down, good pressure on Ewers, but that is going to be a beautiful little screen pass to the back. He's wide open. He's out across the 30. Texas is going to take the ball down close to the 20-yard line. They're not in the red zone yet, but they're right there. Man, this is going to fuck up my chance to get that over early. Damn, man.
Yeah, maybe.
I really just I wish I took it pregame. I think the over is probably what I think was the best bet in this game right here.
Yeah. Once it started moving too, it kind of was stuck all week.
Well, I don't see either of these teams getting like if this game
enough
was
stops. Yeah, I mean
28-38, it wouldn't surprise me a bit.
That's what they've been. These games between these two teams the last 5 years have been kind of just like that. 36-30, 21-31, shit like that. 28-31.
Exactly. Well, and that's what when I was talking about the Texas game, there's just certain games, bro, that just go up. Texas probably going to get first down here, down to about Oklahoma State 9-yard line. Bro, I know this sounds stupid, but I'm going to check this right now. Why do I not have a live line for my Texas OU game? The Miami Ohio game is there. It is
3-0 Miami Ohio.
I made the cardinal rule. I looked at my book first, and Texas is going to put it in here. Little play action rollout for Ewers. Touchdown Texas early to Mitchell in the corner of the end zone. It is going to be 7-0 pending an extra point here for Texas. Fuck, man. I'm not saying there won't be another opportunity to get the over, but I think that this is the type of game where the number is at no point going to be lower than it started. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Take it then.
You think I still could at 62.5?
I mean, I think there's points,
What was
I told you, I think the
opening-
props were money in this game on both sides.
What was the opening total on the over? 57.5?
Yeah, where it ended this morning before kick, it even hit 58.
I'm so bad at math. That's why I'm just trying to before I pull this trigger. So I would need another 55 points. Fuck, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's basically what you got to start. I don't know. I'm not going to be a jackass that pulls the trigger right after a score on a bet. I'll keep looking, though. I'll keep looking. I did say that I was going to hop on OSU if
Same, Ramon, 55. That's what I got.
Oh, no, fuck this, man. I'm making a bet right now. I don't care. I'm taking Oklahoma State plus 23.5 live. I'm just I'm just doing it. All right, so my first bet is in, guys, and I know that it's very hard. I want to say something, though, about the live betting. When you're like, why the fuck would you bet that? Texas clearly looks like they're going to roll. The value is not on Texas when Texas looks like they're going to roll. You understand? You guys understand what I'm saying? You guys
Well, I was going to tell you their first half leads. In the second half, this team's blown a lot.
Sarkisian is the worst coach going into halftime in all of college football. One of the worst bets that I've made this season was when I took Texas full game and they were up by 21 fucking points, and then they didn't ended up. It was they won by 3, but the spread was 4. They blew a 21-point lead in the second half, and I knew it because Sarkisian did it last year. It's what he does. He takes 10, 13, 14-point leads into halftime, and then he comes out and loses in the second half.
Yeah, he's not been good with the lead at halftime.
That's right, for sure. Here you go. $75 to win 64. Oklahoma State plus 23.5. First bet that I have put in. And for anybody, again, who thinks that that's a complete asshole bet, well, maybe you're the asshole because this line opened at 13.5 and I've got 10 extra points already. Let me put this in. I'm putting this in the chat for everybody. Ramon Scott, our guy. Ramon, I'm going to pop you. Ramon, we want you in the chat if you don't feel like getting on screen, so don't feel obligated. I'm gonna shoot you the link, but I don't want you to feel like just because you're in the chat, you have to get on. Sometimes I'll join people's show and I'll want support from the chat. And they're like, oh, Cab, get on, get on. I'm like, man, I'm just here to support you. I can't get on right now. But if you can, Ramon, I'll drop you that link. I just want to put this bet in the chat.
I shot him the link already, I think.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I think I did. I don't know. Maybe
C-Mac's more on his shit than me, Ramon. All right. Oklahoma State plus 23.5 live. I'll even put the amount in the chat for you guys. I'm not putting the change in there. I'm just going to put 75 to win 64. There you go. That's my first bet that I made. Here we go, boys. Kickoff here to Oklahoma State. This will be returnable. They run a little fake reverse on it. You know, these returns, he only is going to get out to about the 26-yard line, but both of these kickoff returns, I think he's had a lane. Both of these could have broke really quickly. As Sim said, I'll say it. That's an asshole bet. Hey, man, you're more than welcome to say it. Don't give a fuck. Appreciate you being in the chat more than anything. Talk that shit, my guy. JW, good to see you in here. Also, horns down, motherfucker. Suck my asshole. JW, good to see you in here. Rants, I want that cat. Yeah, where I getting 23.5 is exactly what I got. And you know what? It's 21.5 on my book now. So let's fucking go. They do run the ball on first down here, and that is where they're going to run into a stout Texas defense. Texas does have the 4th-ranked rush defense in the nation. So Oklahoma State's really just going to have to try and loosen them up just a little bit by running the ball, but they're going to need to throw it, just like our guy C-Mac said. Second and 8 here. They're going to run it up the middle again. Little bit of a hole. There you go. He's going to bounce it out, get a first down, pick up 9 yards. Only needed 8 for the first. There we go, Gordon. Is that Gordon the second or Gordon the third? It's the third, right? Muhammad's going to make the tackle, but again, right after the first down. Come on, boys. I mean, it was either taking the 23.5 or taking the over with the worst number, because I think the over. I really wish I got in on that early. 1st and 10 here. Little swing pass out to the running back, and he's got nowhere to go. Lucky to gain a yard because he was tackled forward. Oh, shit. He didn't look like he got hit hard, but Gordon's down. He's popping back up, but he's going to hit the sidelines. Gordon a little bit shook up on that tackle. Definitely not somebody Oklahoma State wants to lose. I think he'll be good because he's up and walking, but he did have to come off on that play. Double back shotgun, going to take the snap. He's got a running back out to the corner again in the flats. It's going to, same little pop pass out to the flats. At least they're going to pick up about 4 yards on that play. When you run that play, you got to get 4 yards. You got to. That 1 yard gain they got on the first one is just a waste of a play. So this is going to bring up about 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 6 for the Cowboys here.
Oh, Miami, Ohio. Defense.
Brent Cook said OSU looks dead here. They do, man. They do. But all could change early. I don't understand. They're not going to call anything on Texas here. Like now that was within the distance, so I'm not sure that was a pass interference. But watch, like every one of these plays, these Oklahoma State guys have a Texas person like literally both hands on them before the ball gets there. Did you see it, C-Mac?
Yeah, I mean he's on him 5 yards. I mean it was a bad pass, anyways. That was just bad, especially They can't go 3 and out. They get fucked. They could get fucked here. This is the worst start. They could have got that flag. Not getting that flag hurt.
Hey, shout out to my guy Caleb Morris in the chat, man. He's a good gambler. He doesn't pop up here and do this stuff with us often, guys. But he is my friend in real life, and I can tell you that he bets big money on his bets. I've seen his tickets. That doesn't make somebody good or bad. I'm just letting you guys know when he believes in something, he believes in it. He said his best bet of the day is Michigan game, over in the Michigan game tonight. So shout out to our guy Caleb. Rod Z dropping some action for us right there. And if you don't know Rod Z, you need to know Rod Z. Go follow him on Twitter, X. Make sure you get our guy. He said UNLV money line right there. Rod, drop your Twitter handle or your X handle in the chat for everybody if you can. Brent Cook, I'm scared to look, but I want to go ahead and pull up this Marquette game. Give me something happy early in this day. Oh wait, they start at 11:30. I thought they started at 11. Nunez, did you get that just now, or did you get that pregame? Because if that team total is still sitting at 34, I actually might hit that too. But I'm assuming you got that pregame, right? Has to be, right? I'll pull up the live lines.
Yeah, it's got to be pregame. It's got to be higher now.
Has to be. Ari Gold. I love that name because I fucking love Ari Gold. Ari Gold is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. So shout out to you in the chat, Ari Gold. He said Ramon Scott is a living legend. He is a living legend. I hope we get to see him up here with us. Shout out to our guy, Ramon. Man, we got a good chat rolling.
He's a living legend.
Our guy, EQ.
Legend in his own mind.
What did you say?
I said he's a legend in his own mind.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm just fucking around. I mean, none of us are fucking legends.
No. Hey, I was a high school pitching legend. No, I'm just kidding. That was a dead ass.
I played high school football.
Yeah. You got the joke. I tell you this. This is a real quick. Did I ever tell you this, C-Mac? So I threw my first perfect game in high school, and then my next outing, it was the 6th inning, and in high school it's only 7 innings.
Yep.
I had no hits, I had no walks, I had 2 outs. I got a routine ground ball to my freshman second baseman, and that fuck stick overthrew first base.
Nice.
I was going.
What happened though? Did you get the no? Did you get the no though?
Yeah, I got the no. But this was back in the day where you still looked in the papers. It said back-to-back no hitters. I threw a perfect game, and I was that one mistake away from another one. So I put it on him. I said, man, the only reason this doesn't say back-to-back perfect games is because of you. You suck. I gave that kid, he was a freshman too. I gave him so much shit all year. I already didn't like him. And after he missed that play, I really didn't like him.
Shout out to that kid, wherever he is.
Jay Bird, a.k.a. Gay Bird. And that was what his nickname was dubbed after that.
He's getting ripped. He's getting ripped this Saturday morning. Club Sports Radio.
Texas coming back out here on their second drive. Ewers single back set, going to take the snap. He's got 3 receivers to the right. He's going to throw it out. He's got a guy. He's going to complete. This is going to be another huge gain out across the 50. Is he going to get there to the 40? He gets tripped up from behind to the 30. Texas, man this over. Man this over. Man this over. Texas is already out across the 30-yard line again here. Wow. I mean, you got to think about last week, too. Texas really put it on Tech last week. I mean, I think Ewers is just cooking here. That's what it's got to be.
Yeah. But they had struggled against a shit ton of teams, Gab, especially, they've had big leads. And the same teams, Oklahoma State beat the same teams Texas did by kind of the same scores. Whether it was K-State, Kansas, Oklahoma, they lost them and they beat them. So
I just want to reiterate this too. Like, for anyone who's like, oh, I told you it was a bet, it could end up being a terrible bet. But we touched on it earlier. Texas blows leads in the second half of football games. The last time I bet a Texas game, I was on Texas. All I needed them to do was cover a 4-point spread. They had a 21-point lead in the third quarter, and guess what?
Oh, the K-State?
Do what?
Was that the K-State game?
Yep.
Yeah.
And because they won by 3, right?
Howard looked horrible, and then the second half, the guy's throwing it around the yard. He had 350 yards.
Caleb
Is that Gordon? Was that Gordon who they're walking off the field right there?
I hope not. I didn't see that. I saw them walking somebody off, but I sure hope not. What did you say? This is all 4 show trying to make one of the final 4 spots. Oh, touchdown Texas. Not a defender in sight. Ewers is going to throw it up over the middle. Oklahoma State literally.
Blown.
That's great. Didn't you just touch on Sanders too on the props just a second ago?
We did at the top. The props are going to be, I think, both sides. We're money.
Oh boy, they just showed Vince Young, and Vince Young looks like Young Thug does standing on trial. He's gained quite a bit of weight. Anybody who's been seeing that trial, oh, that was a little double pitch pass. I didn't see that. Nice little trick play by Texas right there. That was a good play. Sanders was wide open all alone. And the extra point is up and good. And we have a big 14-point lead early for Texas. Not looking good for us Oklahoma State backers, but if you took the over, well, you've got a huge adjusted number at this point. I guess the value would be looking at the under here, but I'm not doing that. I don't even want to consider doing that. You won your bet, Brent Cook. What was your bet? Did you put it in there? Did I miss it? Did you have the first quarter over? Shout out to our guy Brent Cook. Oh, okay. Rod Z said he's in Vegas. That building going to be loud as fuck for the UNLV massive home advantage. That does make a big deal anytime you can get that home court. Speaking of home court, did anybody see the Jayhawks at home yesterday against UConn? Man, that one, it was a great game. 2, that stadium was rocking, man. That was fun to watch. Is stadium the correct word for a fucking basketball court?
Yeah.
Arena. That arena was rocking there. I think I got that right. The arena was rocking, man.
Yeah, they were camping out there for like a day or 2 before that game.
Do what?
For tickets. They were camping out like 2 days before the fucking game.
Yep, for the tickets. Yep. Oh, there it is. Fly White Mike said it. That game was incredible. It was so much fun to watch. Just the energy coming from the fans. I was on Kansas first half that game. Felt good to get that one. We will again, guys. We've got plenty of action. The good news is when we get to halftime, we can look at halftime bets, and I can give out my action for the rest of the day that I've pre-bet. There's no reason to rush to it right now. I would like to see Oklahoma State just show some kind of fucking life. Give us something, man, or this is going to be a long stream. Deep down the middle on the first play, he's got a guy. If you don't throw the flag, I will fucking find you. Pass interference on Texas. And I just want everybody to understand how thin of a margin it is. Texas is whooping that ass right now. But Oklahoma State's first drive should have continued. And if that first drive continued, Texas doesn't get the ball and score 2 plays later. So it's still a thin line. It's still a thin line. If you could throw the ball up over the receiver's shoulder right there, he could still be running. A good pass right there could have been 6. Little run play on first down. I'm trying to see. I think 6 yards. Oklahoma State's going to pick up 6 yards on that first down play right there. Bring up a 2nd and 4. They are moving quick. They've already snapped the ball. Another deep pass, little play action pump pass down the field, and it's going to be complete. Let's go, baby. Let's go. There's those shots we need, C-Mac. That was Owens down the field. Big gain for Oklahoma State. God damn, they're going to hit the over in the first fucking quarter of this game. Not a good pass, but a great job by Owens to go up over the Texas defender and bring that ball down. Already snapping the ball on first down. Little quick swing pass out to the receiver. He's going to pick up another 7 or 8 yards. Oklahoma State is moving and moving quick on this drive. They are snapping the ball every 4 or 5 seconds. That's crazy. Looks like we're down close to the 10-yard line now. Sports Betting Poker said, great call on Washington. Not a lot of people on that last night. Was that you? Is he talking to you, C-Mac?
Yeah, I mean, I was on him. But I
Hell
don't
yeah.
know.
Good shit.
Maybe he's talking about Rod in the chat.
On 2nd and 4, Oklahoma State's going to run it up the middle. Going to get met right at the line of scrimmage by Hill Jr., but able to push through that, get tackled forward for a gain of about 1.5 yards. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 3 here. We don't need a fucking field goal. We need to put it in the end zone. We need to put it in the end zone. We need to put it in the end zone now. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't do it. But when Texas scored again, I thought to myself that I was going to hit that Oklahoma State line again, and I didn't do it. I'm a little frustrated I didn't.
I don't know. You got over the 3 touchdowns, you know.
Little swing pass to the back out of the backfield there on 3rd down. Oklahoma State is going to pick up a first down. So we now have 1st and goal here for the Cowboys. There's 6 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock, and it is rolling in the first quarter. Texas is winning 14-0, but Oklahoma State knocking on the door. Here we go, boys. Everybody in the chat. There's my guy, Dutch Boy Fresh. Hop up on here with us one time, Dutch. Shark showing up in the chat. He said, what up, Dutch? What up, Dab? Boss is out here. Good to see you. On first down, Oklahoma State is going to run a little pitch to the back. He's got absolutely nowhere to go, but he's going to lower his shoulder into the line and pick up about 1 yard or 2. Again, this number 4 in the nation rush defense is not going to be easy to run the ball on. But if Oklahoma State keeps taking those shots down the field like C-Mac said they need to do, it will open up a little bit for them. Man, we got heavy hitters popping in the chat across the board. Our guy Razor Sharp Picks showing up. Shout out to my guy Razor Sharp Picks in the chat, man. Good to see you in here. Dutch in the chat, Chosen One, Shark, Kelly making it in the chat now, Rod Z. God damn, it don't get much better than this, man. Dutch, if you got any NBA action, pop on and give it to us. You can come on for 5 minutes and get off, or just drop it in the chat. Either way, let us know what you're looking at today. My guy went 6-1. I guess 6-2 this week because I forgot you lost a Toronto pick yesterday. But Dutch starting to heat up in the NBA. 6-2 his last 8 bets. Correct me if I'm wrong, but good shit, my guy. C-Mac too, man. I know a lot of us don't like to get up here and brag on ourselves, but I saw C-Mac with the 7-0 sweep on the hardwood. 2 days ago?
Yeah, yesterday I would have had it too. I had West Virginia full game plus 5.5. They lost by 6. So,
ooh,
yeah.
I had first half on St. John's and I lost that.
But the rest of the day was good, so I can't complain. I mean, NBA's been good. College basketball's been good.
Hell yeah, man.
I just got to keep grinding.
NBA, everybody knows I don't cap it like everyone else. That doesn't mean that I don't bet it. I just don't give my stuff out. NBA is scary to me. I don't know why. The NBA scares the shit out of me to bet.
Yeah, like I had the Rockets on Tuesday. Just some games are tough beats with the Mavs. I thought they should have covered that.
Wait, the Mavs.
There's always games. It's just like the college basketball game with West Virginia. Yeah, they fouled him with like not even a second left. At least if you had the 4.5, you would have won. And he didn't. They won by 6, the Mavs.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's fucked up. I hate that shit. That's just like if you had Kansas last night. Adams had to hit there was 1 second on the clock, and Adams had to hit those 2 free throws to cover, and he did.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Shelly, that's like, fuck.
That's why sometimes I'm on the first half, because I hate those fucking free throws at the end of the games, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for some of them.
Shark talking about the game you were just talking about. He said the Scott Foster special.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scott Foster and Angel Hernandez. There's no 2 other officiators that get more hate than those 2 guys.
Fuck,
Scott Foster and Angel Hernandez are about as bad as it gets. Bottom of the barrel officiating.
Like, just go home. Just go retire. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
It's like they take pride in sucking. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, I feel like they take pride in knowing that everybody hates them.
God, fucking just talking about him pisses me off, God. Fuck.
It's so frustrating, man.
God.
Even Perky jumping in the chat. He said Angel is trash, though. And then Viper MB, those refs blow. Yeah, it is what it is. Hey, we do this every day, guys. You do this every day. It's the pains that we got to live with, right? The pains we got to live with. Real Deal Prime, the motherfucking grinder coming in the chat.
Real Deal Prime.
Leclerc said Michigan 52, Iowa 3. You think it's going to get that crazy on that one? Shout out to my guy Caleb off the top. He said he was going to be on the over in that game. I have not bet that one. But anybody in the chat that bet the Michigan game, let me know what your bet is. C-Mac, did you do anything in that one?
No, I mean, not yet. Michigan, I think, rolls.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't know if it's crazy, but Iowa still has a defense. They just won't be able to score. So it's probably like 24-6, 28-3. What's he doing here? That was a duck.
Pass. Did you see this pass on
I have no idea what that was.
Bro, so
it was supposed that ball got shot in the air with a fucking gun.
Bro, like, you guys, so anybody who's watching, that was a fade route to the corner of the end zone. Like, you're supposed to throw that. Oh, I like that pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Let's go, boys.
There we go.
Little quick hitch right there. We needed that 6-0. Or
was that Presley?
Was it? I didn't see the number. Hold on. Come on.
Yeah, it was him.
It was him. Okay, but real quick, let me wrap up the play before. It's supposed to be a slant route to the corner of the end zone. Dude got it to the T on the Texas. And it's like, how do you underthrow a slant by 15 yards? Doesn't matter, though, because we get the touchdown on 3rd down. Pending this extra point here, we got a 7-14 ball game. And it's up and good. 7-14. Guess I'm not going to get anything under 28 for the first half on that over like I was looking for. You remember right before this started, I said I kind of like the first half over, but I want to get it under 28. So let's see if we can get a few stops. Well, that's not going to happen.
I don't think so.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Oklahoma State, keep us close, baby. Keep us close.
I got to get just a stop or two.
Not what I want to see early, but it is very early. Wisconsin is up early, 11-7 here on Marquette. Again, it's very early, but I do have the first half, so early is important for me. Early is important. Let me pull up these lines. Let's see what the book thinks about what we've seen so far. See how they're adjusting. We've got Oklahoma State at plus 20.5, Texas minus 20.5 now. The total is all the way up to 70.5 right now. Juiced. Well, it's juiced both ways on my book because my book sucks. But the total is up to 70.5, and the spread is at 20.5 right now. 7-14 here with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. A lot of time. We could see more points in this first quarter. I agree, Brent. Good to see some fight. If OSU can even keep it like respectable going into the second half, I'll feel good about that live bet that I took. Get this first plane fired up of the day, man. I saw somebody put it in the chat just a minute ago what they had. I'm not going to scroll up and find it. Drop it in the drop it in the chat. Let me know what you guys are puffing on this morning. Shark, if you're up and having a beer, man, you're always welcome to join us. You already know that. I don't got to say it, man. Any of you cappers that have action, we like to get it out. Give everybody options.
Yeah, come on and give us some NBA or NHL looks.
A little bit of a short kick. Texas is going to take that about the 5. A little bit of a hole up the middle, but it's going to get closed quickly with a good hit. Texas is going to have the ball out about the 23-yard line. So for Texas's third possession on offense here, first time they're not getting great field position, coming out at their own 23-yard line.
I haven't. I'm going to look at it, though. I was up late last night going through college basketball, the college basketball games.
Are there races that are about to kick off? Razor, when do those races kick off today? If there's any race action, let me know. We'll go over it. I'm sure there's several people in here that wouldn't mind throwing down a couple race book bets while we're here.
Oh, yeah.
Rod Z dropped an action for you guys in the chat here if you're looking for anything to tail. He said Dallas Stars money line early hockey game. Let's go. Londo asked if anyone was on Oklahoma State. C-Max on pregame, Londo, and I pulled the trigger on 23.5 live here just a little bit ago. So both of us are on Oklahoma State. Where is their defense, man? Second down, it's just
their defense sucks, but
it's a
touchdown Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, swing pass to the running back, and nobody's within 10 yards. It's a swing pass to the running back. How the fuck do you not have one person who's supposed to be on the running back?
Yeah, he shouldn't get 15.
That's what I'm saying. If he gets 4
there's 0
5,
defense.
okay.
It's Big 12.
Yeah. The fuck, man. 1st and 10 here. They're already out to about the 45-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Huge hole. Another 11-yard gain on 1st down. Is Oklahoma State's defense this bad?
They're not great. The best I thought they looked pretty was that Oklahoma game. So they got some turnovers, they got some stops. And they've looked okay in a few others, but they have gotten ripped,
Another little swing pass. Gonna pick up 4 yards. The receiver fell on his own ass.
4:12 Eastern.
There, or he would have got a few more probably. Again, though, we touched on the cornerbacks being out. It seems like Gundy isn't a dumbass. He knows what you thought, C-Mac, and at least he's been taking a few shots. Ewers going to throw it to his back right here, and it's just, holy fuck, man. This might be the type of game where it doesn't matter what they adjust the total to. You just take the over. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oklahoma State hasn't had one good play on defense this entire game.
No. No.
Oh, shit. Razor got his action right here. He said the 500K race 10 goes off at 4:12 Eastern, and then he dropped the 2, 5, 10, 11 for me, taking 5 to win. Beautiful. I'm going to leave that up there for a little bit because I know we got some people that might want to get in on that. And if you don't know, follow our guy Razor Sharp Picks. Make sure and tune into his YouTube channel, Racing with Rager. I highly doubt there's anybody in here that doesn't know that. But if you don't know, figure it the fuck out. And no, he doesn't just do racing. He does NFL. He does NBA. He does college football. He does college basketball. I even think he does NHL sometimes. It don't matter. Razor bets it all, and he's a good capper. So make sure and follow our guy. Yeah, there you go, Ian. At least we're not getting any shortage of action here, huh? Texas is not playing around. Lex Steele. I'm interested to see how they come out in the second half. I wonder if it's a coaching thing just with momentum, too. I want to see if they come out with this energy in the second half. Ewers is going to drop back, a little bit of pressure. Would you get him? He evades one tackler. He's going to throw it, check down to a receiver, and still pick up 9 motherfucking yards. God damn. Excuse my language, kind of.
Nice tackle.
That's what I'm saying. Just tackle, man.
Jeez.
Diving at people's feet, hoping you catch their shoelace is not a way to go. Handoff. It's 2nd and 1. Texas is going to hand the ball up off the middle. You think somebody will meet him at the line of scrimmage? No. He's 5 yards past the first down before the first player even hits him. And now Texas up to the line, calling the next play before Oklahoma State even gets snapped. Going to pick up another 3 or 4 yards. This defense is not.
I'll be back. I need beer.
Anything. Yeah, you're good. I don't mean to sound like too negative, but it's not common that you see a defense that doesn't have somebody within 5 or 10 yards every single play, no matter what Texas does. And it's not like Texas is running anything fucking special. Those were literally back-to-back draw plays. But we got 2nd and goal here. All that matters is right now. You got to live in the moment. Get a stop right here and put them at 3rd and goal. Do something. On 2nd and goal, Ewers is going to run a little play action, and it's going to be a pass interference on Oklahoma State. It looked like it was a pass interference, but at the same time, we've seen a lot of this early that hasn't got called. So that will put Texas basically at what? The 2-yard line, 1st and goal here. Should run a little dive play up the middle. No big deal. Nice and easy. I'm just saying it was pass interference, but I mean, that's about the same level of contact we were getting earlier. 100% pass interference, but we saw that contact earlier on the same play. 1st and goal, no receivers. We got a stacked. We got the big boy package here. Play action pass for Ewers in the back of the end zone. And the big boy's going to get a touchdown right there. Touchdown for Texas. You know he's going to savor that moment. 93. What's his name? I can't see it, but we got a touchdown to one of the big boys. Always love to see that. Do your dance, my guy. Do your dance. Talk your shit, big man. Wait, was that the guy from... I wish I had sound on. You guys have sound on. Was that their fucking defensive player? That's 93. That's their big D lineman right there. Yeah, look at them partying with him over on the sideline. Yeah, that was a big move right there to get him that touchdown. Extra point is up and good. It is only the first quarter still. We have 1 minute and 41 seconds left on the clock, and it's already 21-7 Texas. An absolute just race to see who can get in the end zone faster. And right now, Texas is winning that race. Crazy to think that we've got 28 points in the first quarter of this game, and the total was only in the 50s. I missed the bell not getting that over, but shout out to our guy C-Mac for hopping on it. Hope you guys in the chat got it. I'll pull up the live line now. It looks like Oklahoma State is 22.5 now. For anybody who doesn't know, I took the 23.5 live. So if you feel like joining, you can get 22.5 at plus 122, or you can get 25.5 at minus 119. Again, that's just if you feel like joining. The total now has been adjusted to 74.5. I still fucking think it goes over. I mean, I don't know. It's insane. Why didn't you bet the over when you took OSU, Ari Gold? That is a good question, and I wish that I did, because if you were here, you saw that I was about to pull the trigger on it, and I pussyfooted my way out of it. Sometimes I make the wrong fucking bet, and it sucks, and that's what happened there. Talk Sports with JT said Oklahoma State can't stop Texas right now. Hopefully they adjust. Tell you what, if Oklahoma State can go into half down 14 or less, which is where they're at right now, and I know that's very unlikely to happen with the way we're seeing it, but if they take it into halftime down 14 or less, I'll at least have a little bit of confidence on my bet coming out for the second half. First down here. Oklahoma State's going to lose a yard as they hand it to the back, and he's going to get swallowed up by Taffy in the backfield. Bro, is that the safety making the tackle in the backfield that easily on you guys? I'm out on Oklahoma State right now. Where is Jose? Where is that little bum? He can't even show up for his shitty ass fucking Oklahoma State team. He should be up here right now. Rollout pass on second down. Good pass right there. Going to pick up a first down, a gain of 11. At least we're moving the ball now. At least we're moving the ball. Struggling along this. Huh? Our guy Pimp Slap said he'd be here shortly, guys. Not sure what his text meant. He said he's struggling. I think that might mean a little alcohol in the
fuck
thing.
Though, it's noon his time. Incomplete. God damn.
Third and 10 coming up right here. I didn't see that pass, Shadif. Oh, dude.
He had him wide open.
He had a step on him, too.
Oh,
this
he
is
hits
a
him.
thin
He's
line,
gone.
man.
Yeah.
An overthrown pass right here, a missed pass interference. And that's the difference in having your ass beat versus being right in this game right now. But
yeah, if he hits, I mean, that might be 6. Yeah,
I know it is, right? If he makes a good throw right there, that's 6.
Fucking Bowman.
Rolling out. Run, bro. Tuck it and go. Oh, good pass. Good pass. They're going to pick up the first down on third down. Pick up the first and more. I would have been wrong. He wouldn't have got the first down if he ran either. So I'm glad he let that go. 30 seconds on the clock here in this first quarter. Texas has been dominant early, 21-7, but Oklahoma State does have the ball in Texas territory again as they just got across midfield on that last pass play. I know, viral video. He said, wow, it's only the first quarter. I know.
Video, yeah. What am I?
I know.
No, I don't know, Ian. No, I don't. Really. I'll always love Pac-12 basketball, stuff late over here, Mountain West, being on the West Coast. I just see it all the time. I'm up late watching those games. So, but not really. I don't have a conference. Do you, Cab? Cab just likes the Blue Bloods.
Yeah, I felt like you're
the big games, baby.
I do, man. And, I appreciate UC, Matt, because you don't give me shit for it like other people. It is what it is. I just like the big games. I don't know. Ari Gold, you didn't bother me at all, man. You're not hating at all. You were just calling it out how you saw it. And you know what? You were right. I should have taken the over, and I didn't. But we're here now. I hope Oklahoma State can get there for me. I haven't lost faith in it yet. On first down, they're going to pick up about 8 yards there, so it's going to bring up a second and short. But that will run us down to the end of the first quarter, and it has been mostly Texas here, 21-7 at the end of the first quarter. But like I said, Oklahoma has the ball, Oklahoma State has the ball, and they are driving. So, and I don't need Oklahoma State to win this game. I need them to fucking stay within 23.5 points. Actually, I'd rather them stay within 14 points for our guy C-Mac, but I don't need a W. I just need a cover. Yeah, chosen one. I already figured they were. I could see that. Said Wisconsin up by 7. The reason I didn't double up on this game is just because I deep down I knew that I was going to be on the wrong side here. I shouldn't have taken Marquette. It's just I say it all the time. The paint is the most important thing in college basketball, and I'm not even looking at the numbers, but I bet that Wisconsin is already dominating the paint. Oh wow, they're not. I mean, they've got 2 more rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds to 2 and 8. It looks like Marquette just can't hit anything to save their ass right now. 3 for 6 from the free throw line, 50% from the free throw line, which is not typical, and they're only shooting 30.8% from the field. Keep my eye on this because honestly, there might be an opportunity to bet this live also. So we'll look back and forth at both of them.
Yeah. What are some games you're looking at later? Let's talk about it.
So I am. Are you talking college basketball?
Yeah, college basketball.
So, like I said, I am on Memphis. That's the other one I've already bet.
Yeah, you said that. Okay.
Yeah, I took Memphis both ways against Ole Miss. I took them first half and full game, and then that USC game. I'm really leaning hard on taking USC this tonight against Gonzaga. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I think they keep it within the number with their guard play. And this Memphis Ole Miss game, Ole Miss has been great. They're 6-0 on the season. They've been dominant. I really like this Memphis team. They're putting up 79 points per game. That's only 104th in the nation, but I think those numbers are a little skewed because they are shooting 45.9% from the field and 37.2 from three. I just think, on the one game that they got blown out, Javon Quinterly, the Alabama transfer, he really, really struggled that game. But I think Quinterly and Jones are a good combination there, and I think Quinterly bounces back from his worst game, possibly in the last 2 years. So I got Memphis here over Ole Miss. I think the talent is there for Memphis.
Yeah, let's hit on 2 games. I got a couple bets mid-afternoon, but Florida State, North Carolina. I couldn't take Florida State. I just couldn't take the points there. Carolina is at home. I think they win. I don't know if they cover. All the money's on them. This line's, 13 now down to 12. There's some 12.5s. Anything there? And then Duke, Georgia Tech. I stayed off as well.
I stayed off of Duke, Georgia Tech too. I don't
want them on the road laying that. I mean, they should win, but Tech beat Mississippi State at home the other day.
They look
dogs.
Good too.
And I would take them. That's my lean for sure. I think Rutgers at home. We want them at the rack. Take them today to beat Illinois. There's one place. Take Rutgers is there. One other game. Missouri State
are dropping a couple. Asked about FSU plus 12 here.
Yeah, I just talked about the game.
Oh yeah,
Florida State, North Carolina.
I didn't have anything on UNC Wilmington plus 18.5. Kurt Gray. I didn't look at that one. Did you look at that one, C-Mac?
No, not really.
No.
I mean, I looked at it last night. This line, I think, is moved too much. When these games, it doesn't matter road or home between Missouri State and Drake. The games have been close. I don't know if Drake should be out now at 7.5. I am looking at Missouri State.
What are you doing, man? Interception on the first play here.
That hit the ground, didn't it?
I didn't. All I saw was Texas cheering.
That was a horrible pass.
Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, if he gets that up and over, he's there. And if you look in the middle of the field, he's got his tight end wide fucking open for about a 10, 12-yard gain. I don't know why you don't just throw it to the tight end.
Yeah, I guess he did catch it. What a bad pass, dude.
Big Scott said should fit. If you're talking about fading me, man, good luck. Go for it. I mean, I'm up 9 units on the season early, but if you're talking about fading Marquette, sometimes I make the wrong read. It's just part of it. I think that touched the ground. Yeah, didn't it?
I think it does too. I mean, it's close. I don't think they can change it.
It looks like they're not even going to review it. Wow.
The ball hits. I would.
They didn't even review it.
Why? Blow the whistle.
That's crazy to me that they didn't.
I think it's crazy too.
We're showing some serious love right here for Texas from the refs in this game. Why didn't you at least review that?
Yeah, in a game like this, because I mean, it gets 28-7. I mean, they're showing the replay. The announcers, why didn't they look at this? I mean, he's got it, but the nose hits the ground. It kind of pops out. It's these days. I don't know what.
I mean, honestly, I think that actually was an incomplete.
I do too, but I don't know if they would have changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a punt, but I just still think it's worth the challenge at this point. I mean, this is the conference champ. There's no more games after this. I mean, there's the bowl game, but
anything like that should be reviewed in a game like this.
Yeah, I think so too. Bowman, he's a bum. I told you if he fucks off, they're fucked. right? He's like
I
5
was
of
intercepted by
13.
Oklahoma State there, but he couldn't get there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, he's just been horrible. He's like 5 of 13, and he's got a pick.
And he's underthrown, and 5 of 13 doesn't even tell the whole story because he's underthrown 2 receivers that could have been touchdowns. Twice he's underthrown people already this game. Yeah, I agree. They should have reviewed it. And then JW said it was third down, so OSU probably punts anyways. Yeah, they have to punt there. You're right. I didn't realize that. Honestly, if it was third down, that's probably a better outcome for Oklahoma State right there because they're not going to punt it down to the 1 or 2. Holy shit, the defense got to stop at the line of scrimmage. First one of the day. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. There you go, Martin. That's the first play of the day where I feel like we've seen somebody make contact at the line of scrimmage. Third and 10 here. Big play early on. Big play. Are we finally going to see 2 stops back to back on defenses? Ewers is going to drop back, and he's got a guy wide open down the field. He's going to catch it about the 40. He's across the 30, and he's going to fall at about the 15-yard line. So Texas will now have the ball down.
That's just too easy. Bust. That's so bad, dude.
It's not even like
just busted coverage. I mean, that's just awful.
Well, and when you watch the replay, he bites so hard on that outside flag right there. He bites so hard on that out route that it's a joke, honestly. Like you said, it's comical. This looks like a high school kid trying to defend a college kid. Little swing pass for Texas on first down. They are going to pick up another 4 yards. It will bring up 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. Yeah, Ari, they are just fucking terrible, man. This is bad. Oklahoma State's defense is bad. And on top of that, what he bid on, like if you watch that play, he bid on something that had like 2 yards, like there was only 2 yards there of open. Up the middle for Texas. Gonna break 1 tackle, just absolutely rip through the second tackler's arms, and touchdown, Texas. Baxter up the middle, 10-yard rushing touchdown, 27-7, Texas. 28 pending the extra point. Holy fucking track meet. That's all I can say is holy track meet. And one thing I will say about Texas, they're not going to slow down, right? They need the committee to put them in the fucking in the 4. So they're going to keep the pressure on the entire game. 28-7. We got 11:40 left. God, that over was a beautiful fucking bet, C-Mac. Good work on that.
Hey, Oklahoma State doesn't look good, though. But if Miami, Ohio wins and this game goes under, it'll be a good morning. I'll take it.
And that's all you can ask for, right?
3-1. Yeah.
Hey, I'll take 3-1 every day, all day, any day. Happily. Hey, there's our guy Big Ragu popping in the chat, man. He said, last 3 Oklahoma State games, a sign of things to come. Man, this is tough to be here live for this one, Ragu. This is tough to call, man. This defense looks like a hot dumpster fire.
Yep. Yeah, the problem is, though, that pick, like, if you get in 21-14 and just try to make it to half, but now you're starting to get whipped here, 3rd and 10, and he just throws like a fucking wide open. It's ugly. It's getting ugly, yeah.
Cody Norton asks Marquette live money line. Any thoughts, man? I'm not chasing my bet on that one. I really like my Memphis bets. I'm very close to pulling the trigger on USC. And like I said, here's the deal, man. Wisconsin's bigger. They're a bigger team. And I know that sounds very simplistic, but in college basketball, sometimes the bigger team is just going to win. They're going to dominate the paint. You look across the board, Wisconsin's a bigger team. My whole angle on it was that I was hoping that Marquette, that they wouldn't need to rebound because they'd keep shooting the way that they were shooting. And they are clearly not. Let me pull this up right now. What are they shooting on the day? 7 for 18. They're shooting 38.9% right now. Do I think that improves? Absolutely. But I don't know. I'd just stay away from this one. And you see earlier when I touched on the rebounds, it was only a one disparity. Right now, you've got Wisconsin 4 offensive rebounds. Marquette's only got 2. We're looking at 11-7. I think that just continues. That's going to continue to grow throughout the game. Wisconsin is going to dominate the boards. Here we go. It looked like somebody just said blocked field goal in your Miami, Ohio game. Let me pull that up. Where'd that go? That's a good thing for you, right? Blocked field goal?
Yeah, that's fine for me.
Yeah, because you're on that under.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling up scores here across the board. 1 second. Looks like my Marquette first half has been dead, but I already knew that. But yeah, it's dead. It's been dead, but it's dead. Miami is up early on Notre Dame, 40-34 here in college basketball. Virginia is stomping on Syracuse early in the second half. It is 44-30. I'm not going to touch on some of these teams that I have here because you guys don't want to hear them. Toledo missed that field goal. Miami, Ohio's getting the ball back. They're still up 10-0 in the second quarter. And that's,
beautiful.
We don't got much early. We got what we got going on right here.
I'll be down.
Kong's clip says, just a heads up for everybody. My best bet of the year is Michigan first half minus 12.5. Okay, man, get that shit, Kongs. Let's go. Let's go. Oklahoma State's going to try running the ball on first down, pick up about 4 yards, which is, what they're going to need here. Hey, Oklahoma State, you're doing terrible and you're going to keep doing terrible. But as of right now, you're within that 23.5. How about you go put it in the end zone and keep it there? Fucking absolute bums. Receiver in motion on 2nd and 6. Another handoff up the middle. He's going to get met in the backfield. Break 1 tackle, bounce it outside, and pick up about 2 yards on the run. Good job by Gordon to even get back to the line of scrimmage because it looked like it was going to be about a 1 or a 2 yard loss right there. This Texas front is savage. Looks good. Looks good. It's about a 3rd and 4 here for Oklahoma State. And I don't want to say that, we're in 4-down territory this early in the game, but I mean, which we're not because they're not even going to get a yard. Incomplete pass to the back, and you can't go for it here. But I mean, fuck, guys. I almost run the ball there and go for it. If you want to win, this game's almost over, and it's the second quarter. You got to do something now. He needs to pick up his tight end, man. I know it's always easier to see what we see than what Bowman sees on the field, but that's 2 times here in big fucking 3rd downs where they've shown his progressions and his tight end is sitting open in the middle of the field, just sitting there like for a 10, 12-yard gain. It's like he's working through his progressions too fast. He's scared. That's what it is. A pretty good punt there. It's going to pin Texas back, but I don't think they care about that.
I don't think it matters, yeah.
Whoa. Anybody see this? Oklahoma State's running back probably just broke his helmet, slamming it on the bench, just screaming. Hey, I tell you what, I love it. I love the intensity. It would be one thing if he was over there screaming about not getting the ball or if he was being, he's screaming because he wants to win, man. I love seeing that passion. It's not going to do anything for you here, buddy. I hate to tell you, but I appreciate the passion. Wow, that was crazy. Texas going to run it up the middle for a gain of about a half a yard there, so it'll bring up 2nd and 9. Watch. Let's see, bro. Let's see if Texas's play calling changes. I don't think it will, because I don't think that Sarkisian's that big of an idiot, but let's see, because I'm telling you guys, he is the worst coach in college football with the lead, especially a big lead. Like, in my opinion, do exactly what you've been doing. It's been easy. 2nd and 9. A little bit of pressure on Ewers, but he's going to step up and evade it and run. But he's going to get caught from behind, dragged down by the leg right there after a gain of about 4 yards. So this is literally one of the first times that Oklahoma State has had Texas. And I don't want to say 3rd and long. We're 3rd and medium here, sitting at 3rd and 6. But, I mean, Oklahoma State hasn't even been able to put them in this situation. It's been not 3rd down at all or 3rd and 2. So big 3rd and 6 here coming up if they can get a stop. Ewers going to take the snap, little bit of pressure in his face, and take a guess. Did he get it? Of course he got it. Throws it over the middle to his tight end. The part of the progression I keep saying that Oklahoma State's missing, right over the middle to the tight end for a 10, 12-yard gain. That exact play has been there twice for Oklahoma State on 3rd down, and they haven't thrown it.
Dude, this zone as they play is just horrible.
It's awful.
I mean, they're going to just pick it apart.
On 1st down, Texas is going to pick up another 25 yards on a pass. They're just it's what you just said.
You can't sit back like that. Yeah, I mean, you're fucked.
They're just the Texas defenders are just sitting in the zone. Flag on the play here. If we get a holding, we all know what that means.
There hasn't been any holding or anything.
No,
really.
Holding on the offense. Again, we all know what that means. Keep watching, please. They're going to show it to us. Let's see how egregious it was. Definitely a hold. I mean, definitely a hold. Funny that it's the first time we've seen a flag, though. I mean, I guess we saw one pass interference earlier, but that's going to put Texas at 1st and 20 on their own 22-yard line. 1st and 20 is about, a normal 1st and 10, it feels like, for them. Screen pass to the back. He's going to pick up all of what they lost and then a little bit more. So about a 12-yard gain. Jay's final take. Ragu, I know. And we still have to be up here. Ragu said put a fork in Oklahoma State. I know, Ragu. I know. This is brutal, my man. This is brutal. Shout out to our guy, Big Ragu, man. Obviously, go follow him, but I also retweeted his action for the championship games. Make sure, go back and watch the best bets with Ragu. He broke them down, and make sure and get on his action. I've always said this, but shout out to you, Ragu. You're one of my favorite cappers in general, but college cappers, man. I've always respected the hell out of how you cap college football, which is my favorite thing, even though I'm not doing well this season. 3rd and 13 here. Ewers is going to take the snap. Interception, Oklahoma State, over the middle. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. He's going to get it down inside the 5-yard line. Oh,
no way.
God,
he threw it right to him. He threw it right to him.
He threw it right to him. That is the only No, there a pulse? No, but I have 23 and a half, motherfuckers. Just find a way. Just find a way. You're right. He threw it right to him. Ewers just didn't see him. He didn't see him. Let's go. The reverse jinx is real, Ragu. Let's go, baby. I'm taking Oregon also, get my money back from yesterday. You talking about in college basketball, Brent? I literally thought about Oregon also, but C-Mac is going to laugh because he's heard me say this so many times. I fucking hate their basketball team. I hate them so much. And this isn't even like a personnel type hate. Please tell me there's not a fumble. this isn't a personnel type hate. That team has like blown like 15-point leads with like 2 minutes on the fucking clock for me so many times over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Speaking of, it looks good. Like for anybody, obviously there's a lot of game
thanks
left.
for good.
If you were looking at that Marquette, money line, it's only gotten worse, and I think that it's going to continue to get worse. They are down 25-38 here with
you can't get in. Fuck.
2 minutes left.
And a flag. Yeah, Ragu, we need you up in here.
Oh, hell yeah, we do. Of course we do. False start right there on Oklahoma State. Of course.
Watch, they're going to get a field goal here.
Bro, they literally already they already had one in the head. They pulled the gun out, they pointed it at their foot, and they're about to pull the trigger. Second and goal. Come on. It's still second and goal from the 6-yard line. Just be a decent football team for 2 plays, 1 or 2 plays. Tight end in motion and the back in motion here. Going to take the snap, drop back, throw it off his back foot into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Let's go. Pulse. And after Marquette kicked me in the nuts, I'd like to win a little bit back on this live bet, so come on.
All right. Now the defense. This defense has been on the fucking field, too. Forever. Oklahoma State. They're going to right back out there.
I'm on FSU as well, Kirk. Is beep beep? I thought that was like a fucking Roadrunner thing because Jose always says beep beep. Is that an Oklahoma State thing?
No, never heard of it.
Okay, I thought it was like a
That's the UTSA.
Meep meep. What the fuck do those
Meep,
UTSA Roadrunners say?
Meep meep.
Man, that's the Looney Tunes. Meep meep.
Yeah, Roadrunner. Meep meep.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Going across the board. You heard me just hit that Marquette Wisconsin game. Wisconsin's beating that ass. Marquette's getting exposed a little bit right now. Miami, Ohio is still
go
up.
Wisconsin.
Do what?
So let's go Wisconsin. I mean, I wanted you to win your first.
I'm done, bro. I might as well root for you now. So I hope you. I hope. And if somebody loses my bet, bro, I want them to lose by 50. So they already lost my bet. So I'm rooting for Wisconsin to fucking beat the shit out of them now. If you lose my money, fuck you. I want you to lose the rest of the game. Miami, Ohio is still up 10-0 here early in that game. 6:21 left in the second quarter. They have the ball. Looks like they just got it. 1st and 10 on their own 28, so they just got the ball. College basketball, Penn State is only up 47-45 against Bucknell. Bucknell, did I even fucking say that right? Jesus.
Bucknell.
Miami is up 11 on Notre Dame. They went into half up 7. I wonder what that wouldn't have covered. Good thing I stayed off that. Syracuse, Virginia is tied, or no, not tied. 35-55. Virginia's up 20. They're beating the brakes off of them.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, there we go. This Memphis Ole Miss game starts soon at 1:00. Again, I am on Memphis. For me to have a good day in college basketball now, I need Memphis to come through. There is some stuff I like later on in the day that I still am probably going to bet, regardless of what happens in the Memphis game. Can you touch on Oregon, Michigan real quick, CMAC? Because I really did almost bet Oregon, but like I said, you know how I feel about them. Did you have any feelings on that college basketball game?
Yeah, I didn't go through it a ton last night. I'm not going to back Oregon.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just not going to do it, even though. And I've got to see more of them a little bit. You know, the shooters, I just haven't seen a ton of them early on. They did lose to Bama last week. Remember we talked about that?
Yep.
They basically pushed or whatever. It was 8.5. I guess they could have covered. I kind of like them that 99-91 game.
Yeah.
And they lost the game before that, which I had Santa Clara in that game. Santa Clara beat them. So I don't know.
You didn't have the money line
Yes.
though. You had
I
the
had some
money
money line. Yeah, Santa Clara.
What was
Yeah.
it?
If I'm on a dog, I don't know. They were 6.
So probably like what, 300, 400?
No, it was less than that. Like 240.
Still a good hit. Let's go.
But I always put a small amount. Any dog, I'll have something on it. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Any dog. Favorites, of course, no. Favorites, I'm just laying points, but dog, I'll always put
the
some
chat
on.
always is fun to look, bro. So what it should, Big Scott said blowout loser. What it should say is blowout loss, but by putting blowout loser, he's talking to me. So did you put out blowout winner for the past 3 days that I've won? Did you put that in there? Man, shut the fuck up.
All right.
I hate when people act like they don't know how gambling works, bro. You got to fucking get over a loss and go to the next one.
Facts.
Shout out 1-5 in the chat, man. My guy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Viral video. Snizzle coming in the chat.
Yeah. Schneez.
Oklahoma State able to go down and put the ball in the end zone on that interception, what they needed. On first down, Texas's viewers just going to throw the ball up and out. Way over. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Shout out Mel in the chat. Cody said, what am I thinking on this USC game? Man, Cody, and let me pull out some of my numbers. I really want USC. I think it's telling where the line is because I don't have the money in front of me. That's what I'm about to try and pull up. I would think people are hammering Gonzaga and the line's not moving. And the only reason I like USC in this one is because I like their guard play, man. The Gonzaga offense is not as good as it has been over the last few years. Their defense has been excellent this year. But I keep saying, with that defense, I think the guard play for the Trojans, I mean, they've got one of the best backcourt duos in the country, in my opinion. A lot of fun to watch, and I don't think Gonzaga gets a bunch off the bench. So sitting at 3.5 or 4, I like USC, and I very likely will get to the window with USC first half before the game tips. That's a late game there. C-Mac, did you have anything on that one that you wanted to hit?
No. Too easy on 3rd and 6.
I'll still highlight your comments, Big Scott, because I love that you're a member and I love you up in here. But don't get it twisted. If you can't take it, don't dish it because I will come back. He said my morning bets: North Carolina -10, UMass -6.5, Harvard +6.5. Let's see how it goes. Have they not tipped yet? If they're not tipping, shout out to Big Scott for dropping his action pregame. One thing I do have respect for is anybody who actually puts their pregame stuff out there, right? If you're going to talk shit, put bets out there, right? And if you're putting bets out there, talk your shit. If you're not putting bets out there and you're just celebrating wins, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah. All right.
Just being honest.
I know. I mean,
Ewers over the middle, wide open. See, this is what's funny about that last drive. I feel like Sarkisian did what he did, like so many games. Just the play calling was kind of dialed back just a little bit that last possession. And look what happened. This one, they came out and are firing again on cylinders, taking the shots.
he already has 300 yards passing. Is
insane.
Easy prop. His yards were like 255.
At halftime, Antonio, I think C-Mac and I will dive. We're going to delve into this. We're also going to get Mike M popping up here soon. I think he told me he'll be on as soon as he can a little while ago. but we'll talk about this. I mean, I think obviously it starts with the blowout win in this game, which is why I don't think they should take the pressure off. And speaking of blowout win, right there, as I say that, a screen pass to Sanders is going to pick up a huge gain, get the ball down inside the red zone for Texas. That was a good play design. But again, we'll do break down. Look at this Oklahoma State guy just like run past him without even putting a finger on it, man. Oklahoma State's defense is so bad. What? They're so fucking bad, bro. I can't even call the game because I don't understand what I'm watching. A swing pass right out there to Worthy on the corner. It's going to be another touchdown, Texas, I think. But like two guys on Oklahoma State's defense tackled each other instead of him and run right by him. Like, why are they so bad? You just had to push him out of bounds, bro. You didn't even have to tackle him. Like, how do you whiff?
You just trucked him. He's out of bounds, I think. But they're just going to score.
Incomplete pass on 2nd and 4. Yeah, I guess he did go out of bounds. Viral video, dropping some live action. That's what we want here. I've only made one live bet so far today. This game has been very hard to live bet, and I don't feel good about the one that I've made. So we'll keep looking at it. But he said Penn State minus 6.5 live.
I mean, I do like UNLV. Like, I might have a small bet on it. I like the over in that game. It's moved a little bit. I think there's points. I think UNLV's got a shot.
That's a good bet, Mel. Even with that, I genuinely think that's a good bet. Is that line really still available? Texas just scored another touchdown. Is that what how many more points do they even need to hit that? That can't still be out there, right? C-Mac? I'm going to pull it up. Hold on.
I don't know.
Texas scores 55 in this game, I think.
Yeah. This is a walk in the park. So it's 3rd and 5. Listen, there's no one's out there. It's like pitching.
You know what's funny? So I guess you probably dropped that right before that touchdown because I just said Texas scores 55. The fucking team total is 55.5.
346 yards. He's going to throw for 550, 600 yards.
Antonio said he thinks Texas scores 70. I think that's what probably most people would think. I mean, and I'm not saying that they can't. I think they definitely could score 70 here. We touched on it earlier. I do not like Sarkisian's second half, man. I hate how he comes out of the gate. You know how you know Marquette was a bad bet? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 comments from people who don't ever comment on my stuff saying Marquette all day, Marquette, hell yes. I love Marquette on my post when I didn't see all that before. I would have known that shit was busted if I would have seen that love. Because
I should have sent you to Wisconsin.
No, fuck you, C-Mac. Do not start doing that again. Do not do that anymore.
All right, I won't.
You can do it in college football. Hey, I went 3-1 last Saturday. I mean, it's a miracle because anybody who's followed knows I've literally gone 2-3, which is, I don't want to say good. It's terrible. I'm losing like a unit every week, but I've literally gone fucking like 2-3 or 3-4 or 1-2 every fucking week this year in college football, and it has been very frustrating. It's my first down year. But 3-1 last week felt good. I'd like to have a good day today. I'll go over the rest of my bets that I got coming up here in just a minute, so we can see maybe if you have any gifts for me there. If we're on the same.
Are you good? You stayed off North Carolina last week.
I did stay off North Carolina, so thank you for that. Yep. Yep.
Good.
I have I have action coming up here. Let's see. What time do these games kick off? What time is the Tulane game? 3:00. So I have action in the Tulane SMU game. So we'll get to that at halftime. And then I also have action in the Alabama Georgia game. So obviously I'm excited about that one coming up. And then I have action in the Florida State Louisville game. So I have action in three of the games left in the day. So plenty to talk about. Do you have any like bets already, or are you still like looking at stuff on those games?
I did take App State. So
You did take
took
App
them
State.
earlier.
I liked App
Yeah,
State
earlier this week.
+5.
Yeah, it's 5 now. I still think it's okay. But I like this over Georgia, Alabama. Their games just find a way to get over, even though they both have two pretty good defenses, just too many athletes. They seem
There's
to
just
score
certain
enough.
games, C-Mac,
Yeah.
and certain things. Like I keep shouting out Ragu because I was leaning hard on the over in that Texas game, but when I heard him break it down, it was a no-brainer for me that I was going to take it because I've seen it every fucking year that games goes over. Alabama, Georgia is kind of the same thing. These Big 12 championship games are kind of the same thing. Like, I know you don't want to just bet something just because you're like, oh, it always goes over, but like legitimately, it always goes over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, this number's dropping, though. A lot of over love. This went 56.5. It's down to 53.5 in some spots. And this number's down to 4.5. 4 even at the Westgate.
Hey, Ragu said he's driving. Can't roll with y'all. No worries, Ragu. Drive safe. Don't even drop anything more in the chat. Just be here with us because we're glad you're here, my brother. Don Play said, "What the fuck is Toledo doing?" I don't have that pulled up.
Let's go. Miami under. Let's go.
Man, shout out to my guy Al.
I can see why Razor's on that. The under. Is he talking about the Georgia Alabama game?
Who?
Nate.
Al, no,
Razor's
he said
on
this
the
is a
under.
boring game, but we're keeping it entertaining. So appreciate you for that. It's not a boring game. It's not a close game.
Yeah, he said he bet this under. Yeah, well, defense nowhere to be found.
OSU's got to find a way to put up points here before half if I want to have any chance. I don't feel like I have any chance, but I mean, fuck, have you already hit your over, C-Mac? What do you need? One more touchdown?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
On the
I
first
just want Miami, Ohio. I think we're going to be good as long as it doesn't look like there's going to be a ton of points. So. And it'll be good.
I don't think that's a fumble, is it? It's looking like it could be a fumble. I thought it was an incomplete pass, but it looks like they're calling a fumble. Texas got the ball back. I thought it was an incomplete pass. Hey, if you want anybody to stay tuned into your game, you better fucking call incomplete pass. Oh, damn, that might be a fumble. How many steps do you have to take?
3, couple.
He takes.
That is pretty close. He takes 1.
They're giving Texas the ball here, so it looks like. I mean, I think that's a fucking. That's close. Everybody in the chat, let me know. Let me know if you know the rules on this too. I want to know if. I want to know if it's 2 or 3 steps, because if it's 2 steps, I think he might have taken 2, but if it's 3 steps, there's no way. Mel said that's clearly a fumble. Yeah, slow motion always makes it look like it always makes it hard to tell. Like, it makes it seem like there's a chance that it won't be, but I think it might be a fumble. You're right. Kong said it's 2 steps in a football move. Well, he definitely dropped it to the shoulder. So the football, he had possession of it. And then I think that was 2 steps. That fucking sucks. Man, shout out to Mel dropping that team total, man. I think that's the best live look that I think that might be the only live look that would have been smart to grab at that point in time. Obviously, this might make it even worse, but Ramon Scott said TD Toledo. There you go, Perky. What did Ragu say? I saw something about Ragu said my Wednesday action, what it's worth coming lines. The lines move line up with my oh, okay, you got good CLV on it. Yeah, that's always good. And like I said, everybody, make sure you go check out his action. It's on his Twitter. It's on my Twitter. I retweeted it. Make sure you follow him. Is it still called? It's on X. His X, my X. What did I re-exit? You know, follow that one. No. Is it still a tweet? Did I retweet it or did I re-exit?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Retweet, re-X, what?
Bro, I said it's on his Twitter, it's on my Twitter, and then I was like, my bad, it's on his X, my X. And then I said I retweeted it. Did I re-exit? Is it still a tweet?
Text, tweet, X, fact, I don't know. The fuck? What the fuck?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's
No, I'm
bullshitting
just
over
quoting
here.
you.
No. I haven't bet any of the hockey yet. So I'm just put it in there.
Shout out to our guy, Nasty Nate. He said he's on his way to casino, going to put some UFC parlays. Nice. Drop them in the chat. Let us know what you're betting. I don't know dick squat about UFC if I'm being honest, but our guys at Pub Sports Radio do. So you can tune into the UFC stream on Pub Sports Radio. You can get their action. Maybe Nate will put it. Nate just said repost. Okay, there you go. Keep it simple. I got you. I reposted it. Cody said he's on the App State and under. Need to look for Georgia Bama. CMAC can touch on that. I took Georgia -3 in the first half. I do know a lot of good cappers are on the Bama side here though.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm just off the game. I was fighting back and forth on the side and the total. So I think it's just that's a game maybe I'll look to bet live. I'm off.
I think it will be a fun game.
I'm on App State.
You're
I'm
on
gonna
App
take
State?
a PC. Yeah, I already told you that.
Yeah, I know.
And I might take UNLV. Money line.
Everybody in the chat, remember too, as soon as we hit half, I know it feels like we should already be there, but we're not. Again, let's see what the play calling looks like here because they're going to run it on first down.
It's a touchdown. Come on. Stop. They're about to score. They're going to score.
I mean, I agree, but I'm telling you, there's something about Sarkisian. There's something in his head that doesn't work whenever his team gets ahead.
But
I don't know what it is, but there's like
they're up enough. There's
how many points are they up by right now?
21.
Okay, so I had Texas, and I know I've said this twice now, and they were up by 21 points, and all I needed them to do was cover -4, and this was deep in the third quarter, and they didn't fucking cover it. Last year I had Texas. All I needed them to do was win the game, and they were up by 17 at halftime, and they didn't win the game. This dude has a screw loose in his head when he's leading. I'm just saying. Third and 9 here, 1:05 on the clock. A nice little screen pass. Going to get the first down. Like you said, easy for the first down. Oh, did they say he stepped out? Wow. Obviously, Texas will go for it, but it looks like they're going to bring up 4th and 1. Hell yeah, man. Nicker loves the what is that? The Bulls. He said he tuned in on his tablet to Medicate Mondays. I love that I randomly found this group, and I hope I don't develop a gambling problem. I served hard time for trafficking dank. Well, I love me some dank, my brother. I'm glad that you found the channel, And as far as that gambling problem, let me say this very seriously. Just gamble within your means, man. Everybody has different strategies and different ways they do it, but just don't bet anything you can't genuinely afford to lose. This shit's hard. Take it easy, and as you start winning, as you start getting better at it, you can adjust and you can grow. But just don't bet anything you can't afford to lose first, man. I don't know, C-Mac. Is that good advice? Maybe that's bad advice. Maybe you should bet everything you have and try and get rich.
I don't, I give the advice, and other than that, like it matters. Like these are grown men. Like who gives a fuck? Yeah. So bankroll management. We say it to but who gives a fuck? It's his money. Do what you want with it.
Yeah,
You'll live and learn.
You will live and learn, and I've learned the hard way sometimes. And sometimes it's tough, like because you'll make like really really big bets and you'll hit them a couple times. And anyways, it's all good. It's all live and learn. You'll figure it out. We're glad that you're here. That's the most important part, man.
Yeah.
Lexicon said they grown. Exactly, my dude. Exactly. Mel said, "I'll root for you as long as I can cash this team total." Mel, I really like that bet, man. I think it'll hit. Obviously, nothing's a guarantee, but whether it hits or not, I think you made a good bet. And that's what's most important is you want to be able to look back and feel like you made a good bet on something, win or lose. You want to feel like you go to the window with it again.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So on Georgia, Alabama, really quick, or I guess I can call this because Texas is moving the ball. I'll hit on the Georgia Alabama game as soon as we finish this half. Texas has the ball at the 21-yard line here. It's 2nd and 5. We got 44 seconds on the clock. Ewers is going to take the snap, a little play action in the backfield. Going to throw it off his back foot about 10 yards deep out of the end zone. Just kind of threw it away. Still 36 seconds here on the clock. This will be a 3rd and 5 situation. Again, Texas is leading big, up 21 points right now, 35-14. It's been one-sided. It's been Longhorns, fucking UT down. Shout out to my guy, 1-5. It's been Longhorns all the way here. He's got a empty back set here on 3rd down. He's going to take the snap, little quick pass to the corner, and it'll be just out of the reach of his receiver's stretched hands. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Obviously, Texas will put the field goal unit on the field, I think. Are they leaving Ewers out there? See that if they don't get this, Sarkisian, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Obviously, with the way this game's gone, they could easily get this. But if he misses this guy's an idiot. Let's see if they're just trying to draw somebody offside here, holding the ball, waiting for the line shift. It's going to get down to 4-3-2. He's not going to get this snap off. Yeah. Never would have had a chance. If you notice how they, the player shifted on that play, Oklahoma State did a good job not letting Texas have any time to get the snap off there. So that's going to be a delay game. Now they're going to kick the field goal. I really don't think that they were going to snap the ball right there. He was just trying to draw them off sides. You're up 21 points right now. That's 3 scores. You kick this field goal and go up by 4 scores. You don't go for it and give OSU a chance to maybe try something before half. Let me look and see if I got that for you, my guy Kong. I'm going to have to pull my stats up. I don't know if that's on the stat sheet. It looks like the kick is up and wide. He's going to miss the kick. Maybe that's why he was going for it. Marquette looks like they could be making a little bit of a run here. 9-0 run to start the second half. So it is now a 42-46 game. Fuck them. I don't care now because they lost the first half. Oklahoma State, Texas. I got your total yards for Texas sitting at 422 total yards, 354 passing, 68 rushing. It doesn't have yards per play, my guy. I'm sorry. Right now, Texas is very efficient, 5 for 8 on third down. They've got 18 first downs this game. You look at the other side, Oklahoma State only 150 yards on the game, 116 passing, 34 rushing. On first down, they're going to dump it over the middle, not pick up the first down, which is a problem because there's only 17 seconds on the clock. So obviously OSU is going to run a timeout right here, or not use a timeout. I'm not sure what I'm watching. This is not good football. Not good football. OSU has 3 timeouts and they just let 3 seconds run off the clock. I don't have the per play. Sorry about that, Kongs. Let me know what it is because I'm sure it's off the charts. What the fuck, Perky? I'll highlight your comment. I don't feel like reading it because that's one of those over the top ones, but that's funny. Several people like Bama. I think, Perky, I'll touch on it. I'm on Georgia in the first half here. I don't want to go over it. I don't want to have them win over a touchdown full game, but I think at half they're up by 4 to 7 points. So, and I'll touch on why in just a minute. What are we doing? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, they're touching on the play. They're showing you guys the play clock. What I was talking about on that play just a minute ago. 17 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 1. Oklahoma State's going to take the snap, pressure in the backfield, just dump it off to his running back for about a 5-yard gain. Would be a good play if there wasn't only 11 seconds on the clock, but there is only 11 seconds on the clock. He does get out of bounds, though, obviously. So, I mean, what? They've got 1, maybe 2 throws to pick up 30 yards if they want to get in field goal range. Going to take the snap here. You got to throw it up, man. The clock is running. Wonderful job by the quarterback there. He's going to take the snap and roll out. Of the 11 seconds on the clock, he's going to go ahead and use all but 3 right there and then just run out of bounds without even throwing the ball up in the air. So just great job right there by Oklahoma State. Fucking clowns. You're down by 21 points, man. Throw the fucking football up in the air and see if one of your receivers can come down with it. Just loser mentality right there. Shout out to our guy, Jose. That must be where he got his attitude from, Oklahoma State. That's a cheap shot. I'm just kidding. All right, that'll bring us to half. They're just going to down the ball. Shout out to everybody in the chat rocking with us through this first half. We still have over 90 people in here. I know it isn't a close football game, but the good news is we're all gamblers, so it doesn't matter. We've got plenty of action to talk about throughout the rest of the day here. I don't know, Mel. I don't know where Jose is. I should have texted him. I'm going to be honest. I should have got him on here since it was his Sooners, since it's his Oklahoma State team, but I didn't get him on here. But we got plenty of other action that we can get on. C-Mac, I don't want to leave you here because, it's just us two. I'm just going to grab a drink.
Give me a minute. Yeah, all right. I'm just trying to get a couple of bets in.
You're getting a couple bets in? And then
yes, 1 second.
So I'll stay here for just a second. I'm
give me one.
Literally grabbing a beer out of the fridge, guys. So when I do go, it'll be a quick second. And C-Mac can hit you on those bets. And I'm going to hit you with my bets that I have for the rest of the day. So if everybody doesn't mind, hit the like, hit the share. Let's get everyone in here and let's find a way to get paid the rest of this afternoon. I am 0-1 today in college basketball, so my first read was not right, but I do have action tipping here in 6 minutes. I've said it a couple times. I'm just saying it again for anybody new. I took Memphis in the first half on the money line. I took Memphis full game on the money line.
Game.
Again, transparency, I'm 0-1 today, but it has been a good week. I'm up a few units on the week, so I'd like to get this one right here. Shit. Ragu said he bet Bama 6.5 on Wednesday and the over 53.5. Only reason I said shit is because I'm on Georgia first half -3, but I'll touch on that. I do, but there's a reason why I stayed away from full game with Bama. And notoriously, the one thing that Georgia struggles with, because there's literally only one thing that they've struggled with over the last few years, and that is Alabama. Jay's final take, another good capper right there. He said
fuck?
Memphis versus Ole Miss under 139. Hell yeah, Ragu. We can middle. Let's get it. Let's get it. I love hearing that. Antonio said, "Am I crazy? It feels like Oklahoma State is down 50 and not 21." Definitely feels like they're down 50. And I've touched on this multiple times today. Sarkisian is not the coach that I like with the lead going into halftime. Texas has looked so dominant, though, and this Oklahoma State defense has just flat out looked inept. If you've been here the whole time, you know that I did take Oklahoma State plus 23.5 live, but I mean, they've done nothing but get their shit stomped in ever since I took that bet. I'm about to pull up.
All right. Get you to your thing.
Okay, I'm literally just going to – actually, I'm going to put a mixed drink together, so it'll take me like a minute. That's it. So I'll be right here.
Mixed drink, boy. Mix it up. Mixed drink. Yeah, hit us. What are you guys looking at later today? Shit. This game's a beatdown, man. This is not good. We should have been on for Bama, Georgia. You know? Fuck. Oh, yeah, the bets. I gave him out. App State. I took that earlier. I still don't mind the 5.5. And I have a small bet. That's the rest. I'm going to stay off Georgia, Bama until I want the over. I'm going to make something in game. I'm not going to go there. But I think UNLV can win this football game. And I think there's points. This total's moved a little bit. Didn't want it over 60, but I lean that way. The college basketball, I gave you Rutgers at the rack. I'm on them. I just got to back them at home here. By a bucket, you could take it money line minus 125 or the minus 1.5. All the money, a lot of Illinois love. It's not the same team on the road. So Rutgers. And one other one, I'm about to bet it. I just was looking at the last few things. It's not for a couple hours. Is Missouri State. I get the initial move, but I don't know. Drake, when these teams play, whether they're home or on the road, these games are tight between Missouri State and Drake. And I think 7.5 is too much in this game. So I'm about to bet that Missouri State. I just wanted to go over a couple more things. This line opened 4.5. It's up to 7.5. And I don't buy it with Drake at home. So those are the bets that I put in right now. Yeah, Oklahoma State sucks. No shit. Sorry, I'm getting all these messages. Michigan 55-2.
Fucking spilled my drink. I'm coming though. I just spilled a little bit.
Take your time, my man. Do what you want.
No, I'm right here. I got a towel right here too, so I already got it wiped up. I couldn't decide.
62.
I put some Jameson and some cold coffee.
Very good.
I don't know if that tastes good or bad. It'll get better. Of course, I got tequila, Lex. Literally 90% of what I drink is tequila. The only reason I even have Jameson here is because I had family in town over Thanksgiving. I don't know why I drink tequila. You know, I'm a smoker. I'm a big smoker, a little drinker. I don't drink a lot. You know, 90% of the drinking I do is on stream with you guys. They're showing big men that have scored over the years right now on the highlights here. You know, that was pretty cool for Texas to get their big man a touchdown. All right, let me pull these second half lines up. We might as well take a look at them. Man, I'm not going to lie. I want to watch the Memphis basketball game more. I'm going to stay on what we're supposed to be on, but college basketball literally makes, like, last night, C-Mac, I was talking with my wife, and I had showed her my bets, and I didn't even notice it. My hand was doing this. Look at my hand. It was going like this. She's like, "Why is your fucking hand shaking?" I was like, "I can't help it. Like, this shit makes my heart race."
Yeah. Gets the blood pumping. It's not for yeah. Let's just say that.
And you know, it's weird too, because like I don't feel when I'm watching football, you know, sometimes it gets my blood pumping, but there's something about college basketball that just gets my adrenaline just through the roof. Mel said Dabby Marquette live. Man, don't I
They're
don't even want
coming.
to
They're
put that
playing.
energy out there. I don't even want to put that energy
I
out there.
know. Not fuck.
Yeah, they took my first half money. We're not letting them take C-Max full game money. Fuck Marquette, Mel. But do what you got to do. It's your money, my dude. There you go, Big Scott. He said he cashed his NKU -10. Let me find it. Where am I looking for? Hold on, Big Scott. I'm not the best producer. I was trying to give you a cash it thing or something. I don't see any. You know what? This is all I saw in there. Bro, with how Jimmy is, I can't believe that he's okay with Jose using this.
Mm.
The
Strange guys.
I was trying to find a cash it thing for our guy Big Scott, and I found that instead.
You find that?
I hope you
put it back up. Put it back up.
Okay,
put it back up.
I was gonna say I hope you accept this, Big Scott, instead of our cash it thing, because I can't find the cash it thing. So I hope you accept.
What the fuck is that? Holy shit!
Why? Just why? See, this
I know
understand. Okay, this makes sense. I rock with this. I get it. Okay, but this, what is this? What the fuck?
What the?
What
God?
the? What? Are there more of these in here? Oh my!
Oh my god! Look at the hands on the shoulders. It's like, what the fuck?
Look at his hair.
Look at his stinky hair and stash. Jesus Christ!
Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Unreal.
Unreal.
I needed, C-Mac. This is 100% what I needed.
Holy shit!
Here, keep them coming, Kongs. That's perfect. That's literally. You said broke back cappers. Oh man. Whew. Okay, get it back here. I think I was doing something. I was trying to pull up the second half lines. I think, you know what? Now I understand why they have it. Thank you, Jose and Jimmy, for that. Justin said that they're out of pocket. 100%, bro. Holy shit, that was a good laugh. That was because of you, Big Scott. That was me looking for a cash it thing for you, and I found that instead. So thank you. Shit, I am in second. I pulled up second half lines. Who's performing at halftime? You know, we can't turn it on. That's Nelly. They got Nelly out there. Let us know in the chat if he's doing a good job or if it's a bad job. You know, I saw Ludacris come down from the ceiling. I guess getting 90s and 2000 rappers is the thing right now for halftime shows. I wonder what song he's performing. Let's take a guess. Hold on. Don't tell us. C-Mac and I have to guess what song he's doing. Touch your elbows and drop it down. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know the song. I just know that's how it goes. All right. Second half line is Oklahoma State plus 7.5, Texas minus 7.5. The over under is 29. Geez, man, this is going to sound like such an asshole comment to make. But I just know how Sarkisian is. They need to run this up, but so I'm not betting any of these, C-Mac, but if I had to bet something, I think I'd take the under 29 in the second half.
Really?
I don't know. That sounds a little crazy. That does sound crazy. It's just I could see Texas scoring 2 or 3 more times and Oklahoma State just scoring 1 more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. Well, I'm not betting it anyways, Cheshire Cat, so chill. I've got this beautiful bet on Oklahoma State plus 23.5. So shit. Antonio said he's singing hot in here. I was close. Bro, it is not little. First off, that is not Little John. Okay, viral video. I didn't get that. The song where he's like, "Bend it down low, it touch your elbow." That I know that is a Nelly song. That is not Little John. I know I didn't fuck up that bad. I was only in like third grade when those songs came out, but I was alive too. I remember. All right, I'm not betting this second half. Let's hit our action though, real quick, C-Mac. I said we'd get there, so let's get there. I've already said I'm on Georgia first half. I just want to. So thing is I think Georgia rolls in this one to another SEC championship. You know, obviously they've got a potent offense and a good defense on the back end. Beck has been pretty damn good over the last month. I would even say he's been elite over the last month. You got Georgia. I'd say they're with their receiver crew and with their tight end here. I think there's just too many offensive weapons for this Alabama team to slow down. I genuinely do. I think even though after losing to Texas, on that one game at home, they've been rolling and they've been strong, but they've had an ability to just stay out of trouble. In certain games here, they've just barely gotten by. And one thing we've seen from Alabama is penalties this year. Nick Saban isn't usually a coach where you're going to see a team with a lot of penalties, but penalties have plagued Alabama. Um, they could be missing their running back in this game also, which is a big factor. I think Georgia's up early. I'd stay away from full game, but I got Georgia at -3 in the first half, so that's where I'm at.
All right.
I know you don't have a bet on it, but do you have any thoughts on it?
No.
Nothing.
We
Okay.
already talked about it. I mean, I'm just torn. Like, why make a bet?
Gotcha.
Couldn't find the great angle that I want.
Anybody in the chat? Oh yeah. I knew you didn't have a bet. I just meant like thoughts, like.
I want the over. I don't love the drop. It's keeping me off. I just, like I said, I'll maybe look in game.
Mel asked if all the money is on Alabama. I need to pull that up. Hold on. And I should have grabbed a fucking phone charger when I got this drink, and I didn't because my phone is literally about to drop. Hey, shout out Big Show Picks. When's the UFC stream pop off today, Big Show? Everybody, right now, while we're at halftime, while you're getting your bets in, another bet that you should get in that is free is the one at Pub Sports Radio. Go to pubsportsradio.com. Type it into your fucking phone right now. Don't be lazy. pubsportsradio.com. Go to the UFC. Okay. It should be under contests. It's really simple. There's not a lot of choices on the website. It's under contest. You click it and it's 100% free and the winner gets $100. Somebody different has won the past couple weeks. It's free money. All you do is go through and pick the fights. If you get them right, you get $100. Pubsportsradio.com. Go fill it out. It's super easy. And if you don't cap UFC like me, so what? Go click a few buttons. Maybe you'll get lucky. I mean, you know how it goes. Big Show said the UFC thing goes off at 4 p.m. And while I'm on this rant, I might as well say a couple more things. Bet Online and MyBookie, also Prize Picks. If you're using any of those books, promo code Pub Sports Radio, they're going to match your deposit. Prize Picks will match you up to 100. The other two will match you up to 1,000. Correct, C-Mac?
Yeah, put 1,000. I'll match you 1,000. MyBookie or Bet Online. Promo code Pub Sports and Prize Picks. They'll match you 100. So go there. Hit promo code Pub Sports. I don't know what the fuck you're waiting on. You should already be signed up.
Yeah, free money. If you're going to gamble, you might as well get the extra money.
No doubt. No.
Cheshire Cat said, I'm going to be clicking those buttons, Dabby. Good shit, Cheshire. Shout out to you. Okay, so yeah, again, I do have Oklahoma State live plus 23.5. CMAC is on the over. He's also on Oklahoma State. Both of our Oklahoma State bets are not looking the best. The over, it would take a miracle for it not to cash. We've seen it happen, but it's looking great. I'm just not feeling any of these second half spots. If anybody in the chat is feeling something, let me know. Again, the total's sitting at 29. The spread is at minus 7.5 for Texas. I see the spread on the Miami, Ohio, Toledo game. Toledo's -5 second half, and the total is sitting at 21 on the over-under. I'm not watching that game, though. Hey, shout out to our guy, Voodoo Ranger. That's why we're in here, to all share knowledge. He said a Prize Picks cheat code. Pass yards with receiving yards. No other app allows it. Wait, what? That really? Like you could put the same thing together, basically, is what you're saying? That's fucking awesome if that's true. Shout out to our guy Voodoo Ranger in the chat, man. And again, if you're gonna go do that, use that little cheat code and use it with free money. Go put $100 in and use promo code Pub Sports Radio. You'll get another 100. Mel said he feels like the public is all over Alabama. I want this one, Mel. I want this first half. Do you happen to have the cash flow on that, CMAC? I can maybe pull it up.
I can look it up.
Okay, thank you.
I have like generic ones, but I can look on just go on action here.
We'll take generic. Clay Crotty said this Memphis, Mississippi, or this Memphis Ole Miss game is already fire. 12 minutes in, I'm scared to even look, man. It's hard. I hate being live whenever I go through such a flow of emotions with college basketball.
Yeah, the public's on it. It's pretty split, though.
The money's split, but the public's on Bama?
Yeah, a little bit. But it's dropped this number. This is a classic because it's tough. You know, two teams that get bet on a ton. You know, we only see it like this, where even the public loves both these teams.
Yeah, it's a rare. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, it's a rare thing, like where you're not getting that advantage, like, you know, if like maybe like Kansas in college basketball or Alabama or Georgia in any other game.
All I know is the over's getting all the love, and we're dropping here down to 53.5.
I will be extremely quick, even quicker than last time. I have to get one of those charges for the back because I can't change my channel.
Whatever, man. Toledo game toast, Perky. What's going on? Miami had just as good, or I thought the better defense, but Toledo obviously had the better offense. What's going on in that game? Third quarter just started, right? Still halftime here. Texas just the easiest beatdown of all beatdowns.
Told you I'd be quick.
Oh yeah, it's one of the most bet games. Yeah, it is. The most bet game.
But you said it's pretty even on the money and the bets. It's pretty.
Yeah, what I mean, it's tickets, all that. But the over, it's all over money. The money and the tickets.
Hell yeah.
And it's coming down a little.
Still got over 95 people in here rocking with us right now. Again, even though this game's not the best, we're getting to touch on our other action. I've got a couple other bets I want to give out. You hit App State. Is that the only one for later that you have bet right now?
Yeah, I have and I took UNLV. I took a small bet with them.
Okay, yeah, you got there with the
UNLV.
$100. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
You said it'll
but
be.
I have a main bet. You know, or 50. I have on App State. Yes.
So I did take a bet on the over in the Tulane SMU game. I know that I think there might have been reverse line movement in that going against me, which is not something you ever want to see. I don't know that for sure, but you know, I think that SMU, I think they deserve a little bit of respect heading into this game more than they're getting. You know, just because their QB's out, it's not a reason to overlook them. Both defenses have been great. You know, SMU's secondary is elite, 15th in total passing yards allowed. And you look across the way, Tulane, you know, their defense has been outstanding all year. The injury reports on this game, are interesting, something that I've been following. But really what got me there for the over on this game is I just think both of these teams are going to push the pace. I think it's going to be a fast-paced game. I think Tulane's passing attack, even without its two top receiving threats, like I said, injuries are important. I think they're still going to be able to put up yards, even though SMU's defense has been very good, especially in the secondary. This is just one of those games. This is just one of those games where I think we're just going to see points both ways. I think this is going to be a slugfest. I think both teams are going to throw punches. If I was going to take a side, I actually kind of lean towards the plus 3.5 with the Mustangs. But I'm not going to worry about that because I'm on the over.
All right.
No feels on that game, or any thoughts on? Do you have any thoughts on that total that I bet?
No, it dropped low enough. I haven't seen enough from Jenkins to really, Tulane's defense has been really good all year long. It seems just easy though. Is that number?
46.5.
Yeah.
Toledo's
played some ugly games, Cab, this year. From last year when they would go up and down.
I'm okay with ugly, and that's what I'm saying. I think I think both of these teams go up and down here. That's why I think we might see a little bit of an ugly game, like you said, and I think we might see points. That's all. Conclips said he's on Tulane. Rashia asked if anyone likes Texas minus 7.5. Didn't bet the second half of this game. Obviously,
I mean, how can you not? I don't know.
Like C-Mac just said, right? Like if you're gonna if you told me I had to pick a side for the second half, obviously that's it. I don't want that because I took Oklahoma State live plus 23.5. But like, come on, Texas has been just dominant up and down the field.
I moved on in college basketball. I moved on Missouri State versus Drake. I'm high on Drake. I'm high on both these teams. They're both 6-1 this year, and Drake's more of an over team. They're 5-1 to the over. This total's 145. But I think Missouri State's, I don't know, just as good. And I think this has gone too far at 7.5, too far. So I took the 7.5. The last meetings too, the last 4 years, 62-65, 52-49, 79-78. Two of those games were OT, 66-62, 61-56, 71-69. You just get together, they're tight. Give me the 7.5 with Missouri State, even at Drake.
Exactly. Yeah, I like that a lot. Hold on. So I was going to say it's again when one of those two teams that when they just get together, like you said, it's usually close. So 7.5 is a large margin for something like that. I made the mistake. I'm going to have to flip back to the Texas Oklahoma State. I made the mistake of turning on the Memphis. Get the ball in the Memphis Ole Miss game. College basketball would be a crazy thing to talk live. 1 second on the shot clock.
Yeah.
Asshole, you're not going to get it off. Oh man, the pace, the up and down, the energy. Ole Miss looks like they got a pretty packed house right now too. Everybody's showing up for their 6-0 team. It is 13-9 right now early, but Ole Miss just forced a shot clock violation on Memphis.
Ole Miss looked great the other night. I mean, it was the worst game I've seen NC State play in a while, but
I almost bet NC State too, so I was very happy.
I did bet it too. I almost did as well.
That's one of those ones where it's like I didn't win, but it sure felt like a win because I was so close to betting a loss. You know what I mean?
Too. Yeah, I was close.
Shit in the hole, baby. Good drive right there. Davis just fucking taking it straight all the way, fucking basket to basket for the layup. 15-9 here. Come on, boys. If the football game's back on, let me know so I can go back. Wide open 3 for.
Yeah, it's back on.
It is Ole Miss, but they're going to miss it. Unless everybody goaltending, put the points on the board. Unless everybody wants to switch to college basketball, which, by the way, is coming up soon. So let us know in the chat. Would you be here for live betting college basketball? Because I can tell you right now, that shit would get intense. And I know me and my guy C-Mac would absolutely love to do it with you guys. So let us know when football's over if we need to be here for the big college basketball games. Because that's my shit right here. Memphis up 17-9 now early, 13:27 on the clock. I am going to change back to the football game because that's what we're here for. But go fucking Tigers. Come on, baby.
Go Tigers.
Mel said, can we just keep betting everything together? Yeah, I think that's the point. It doesn't really matter, right? As long as we're all here gambling together, hanging out, learning from each other, talking a little shit, having a little bit of fun. That's the whole point. I just tuned in, and first thing I see is looks like a first down completion for Texas, maybe a little bit 1 yard short. More people starting to roll up in the chat, man. Our guy Leonard in there. Justin said he'd be here for college hoops. Perky said, please do college basketball. That's what I'm talking about. When was Texas's safety ejected? Did Oklahoma State already go 3 and out?
No, Texas got the ball first, right?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, they just got the first down. Of course, they did.
Said football, hockey, basketball all day. Hell yeah, man. You know what's funny? As somebody who played baseball, I know how boring baseball is, but live betting it, there is a lot of good opportunity to live bet baseball too, because you can kind of, especially one of my favorite things is like in a baseball game where you get like some early runs in the first inning, and you can tell both pitchers have settled down, and you get a huge adjusted total on the under. It's one of the best things. It's such a beautiful bet.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it is a good bet. Oh yeah. After a few runs, they settle in, and you get like 11.5 or 12.5. Yeah.
It's so common for, and I know this, because I did it myself a few times.
Toledo. God damn it.
Damn.
It's all right. I have the points too, but I have the under 44.
Look at how slow Oklahoma State.
What the fuck is this guy doing?
Look at how slow they're coming off the field when they change personnel. 2nd and 6, Texas is going to pick up about 1.5 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and medium here. Just find a way, Oklahoma State. Find a way, huh? How about that? Way. Find a fucking way. So I touched on the SMU Tulane. I have the over in SMU Tulane. I've got Georgia -3. One other game we'll get to, but I'll go ahead and throw the bet out that I made. I did take Florida State. I think I just took them on the money line. Let me pull it up. I don't think I took the 1.5.
Yeah, tonight.
Or I actually took a -1 at -115 instead of a money line or 1.5. Yeah, I've got Florida State tonight. I like it. It's a defensive thing for me with Florida State's defense. We'll touch on it a little bit in a little bit, but I think their defense holds it. You like that one though?
That was where I was leaning to.
Hell yeah!
That game I just think Florida State.
So let's look at this.
And he's gonna play. Rodemaker's gonna play, right? That's what I've heard.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. Oh, on 3rd and 9. It wasn't even 3rd and medium. 3rd and 9, Texas is going to pick it up with ease. We're back to shit we saw.
They almost have him, and they can't fucking get him. It's wild.
It's just
they got to be 10 for 10 on 3rd down or 7 for 7, whatever the fuck it is.
Shout out to Mel. He dropped it earlier. He said his Dallas Stars -1 bet looking good. I remember highlighting that in the chat. Good shit, my guy. And he made a tackle. I thought I was literally about to say another missed tackle. Somebody actually made tackle on initial contact.
No way.
It really actually happened. Al said he heard Rodemaker was out. Either way, I'm with FSU here. I'm on him, so I gotta believe in it and roll with it. If you feel what I'm saying. My stomach, man, my head already is all the way on the Memphis game, and I'm trying so hard to just not even look, to just stay here, to stay present with you guys. Hey, Londo, don't do it yet, man. Are you correct? Of course you're correct. Oklahoma State looks like absolute shit, but I've seen
It's over,
crazier
but
things
who gives
happen.
a shit? Yeah, it is.
I've seen crazier things happen. Like this. Ewers is caught in the backfield on 3rd and 8. Let's fucking go. Hit our fucking bets one time. Do something. Get some energy. Oklahoma State with the sack. First sack of the ball game. Finally get some fucking pressure on Ewers.
Yeah, I see he's a coin flip. Who knows if he plays here? 50-50 everywhere I'm looking.
Barely tripped him up in the
Doubtful,
backfield, but if we can get
questionable.
some pressure on Ewers, man, I mean, we are technically still alive. 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
All right, I guess we're alive, but
Texas is punting here. All right, here we go. Oh, shit, that kick was almost blocked. I don't think it was even tipped. It's going to be a good kick, too. Oklahoma State's going to field it at about the 15-yard line. He's going to get about 7-8 yards on the return. So at least he got it
that
out.
was a good kick.
It's a good kick.
That
was
a
almost
better
blocked.
kick.
Mel said his team total over 52.5 is dying. What I can tell you, Mel, is the best thing for your team total would be for Oklahoma State to go down the field and score. Because Sarkisian, I'm telling you, he's got a screw loose. He beats people's ass and then he changes what he's doing, which is I'll never understand when coaches do that. If something's working, keep fucking doing it, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Glenn.
I'm not a college football coach, so maybe I'm wrong.
Glenn.
Who's the 3rd string for SMU? Hold on.
Glenn.
Wait, did I just say SMU? I'm seeing that shit wrong. Sorry, guys. The Jack Daniels and the coffee. Am I drunk? No, but it's the first drink of the day, and it always hits a little bit harder when you start with the Jack. I said Jack. It's Jameson's. Excuse me. Either would be fine, though. Let me know in the chat if you're having a drink with us or if you're still just drinking your coffee. Let me know if you've lit anything up, if you got anything in the air. And let us know what you got bet. We keep touching on all the bets again. So I went across mine. Florida State -1, Georgia -3 in the first half. And then I got the over 46.5 in the Tulane SMU game. And then obviously I'm sweating this Memphis basketball game that is going on right now. It is a very close game and I expect it to stay close. So it will come down to the wire. C-Mac, I know you keep hitting it, but people come in that don't hear it earlier, so it's tough to have to keep going it. But our guy Rudy Boy just asked what we thought about the UNLV game.
You know what? A lot of people think that UNLV is just happy to be there, and I think they are, but I think they could win this game. I know Boise's, since they fired their coach, a couple weeks ago, played better, and they could win here, but I think you don't go crazy, but I took a shot with UNLV. I lean over. It's moved to 61.5 for 58. This was a total I wanted to lower like 54.5 to really love it. So it's just moved out, but I think there's points. I think there's some turnovers. I think both offenses can score. So Rebels. Boise's going to be, it'll finally be packed. Some guys were in the thing which we do on Mondays, hitting the books. Like, yeah, UNLV's at home, of course, but UNLV nobody ever showed up to their football games. Now all of a sudden they're 10-2, so it'll be packed like all of a sudden. But there'll be a ton of Boise people. They always come here. They love coming to Vegas, getting trashed, and watching their team here. So there'll be plenty of Boise people there at Allegiant.
I asked the chat a question.
If we weren't here, I would like to go to that game. Maybe. I was thinking about it.
That would be dope as hell. I wish I would have been there when that game was going on, so we could have rolled out to that. There's nothing better than watching games live that you have bet. It's so much fun. Speaking of watching games live that you have bet, let me hit the chat really quick and then I'll come back to it. But Pubapalooza 3 is coming up. Anybody who can make it, make it.
Yeah,
and
hit the. You got our thing up?
Yeah, I was about to go look for it. I just asked a question earlier and I didn't hit it. Our guy Voodoo Ranger said coffee and dabs out here. Ari Gold smoking that sticky icky. Al said he's got Georgia pie. The Fix is in, said he's got coffee and 2 planes. Man, I like the vibes that we got going in here right now. A lot of my people in here, man. Shout out to all you guys. But yeah, let me hit it. Like you said, let me see if I can find it. It's last time I looked for it though, C-Mac. This is all I could find was all this. But here, yeah, let me look for
That's
it. Real
not
quick.
Allegiant's not a small stadium. Al. The old Sam Boyd was.
There it is, right there, guys. In San Antonio, it's pretty simple. Southtown 101, you can look it up on Google. It's not hard. You know how to use it. Southtown 101 is our home base in San Antonio. It's where the studio's at. It's where the bar's at. It's where the sportsbook vibe is at, where we're going to be hanging out March 22nd through 24th. Seriously, even if you're new to the chat, if you're somebody who likes to take short trips, this is the trip for you. Show up. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be smoking. We're going to be gambling. We're going to be in the studio making content. It's going to be a blast. It doesn't get better than this. Pubapalooza 2024. We will be there March 22nd through the 24th. C-Mac, you already got your tickets?
No.
No.
The fuck? No. What do you mean?
It's way far away?
Yeah. For my flight, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I'll get it. No.
But you'll be there, right?
Yeah, I'll fucking be there.
Of course you'll be there. I don't have to get a ticket. All I have to do is drive, so it's a short drive for me. But I can't wait.
Here's fucking drive.
Everybody who is going in the chat, drop it in there if you're going to be there. I want to see who's here that's going to be rolling with us.
I don't love though. I do like it, but I like being in Vegas. It's the first weekend of the tournament. I kind of liked when it was the Elite Eight when we would be there. You know.
Yeah, well, I think it was an Easter reason why they're moving it. But what I was going to say is I'm always in Texas because this is where I live. So I'm actually excited about being the first week because for me, it's like there's going to be so much more to bet, obviously, which is why.
Oh yeah, I just got to use Bet Online. Go to Bet Online. Put 1,000 to match you 1,000 when I'm there.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Big Show said he'll be there. Of course, Big Show's been my roommate the past couple. Mel dropping another live bet if anybody's looking for it in the NHL right here. He said, Dabby, another one, Vegas in regulation. My man is booked for Pubapalooza. Just keep Jose away from him. Shout out to Perky. Shout out to Jose, our guy. Hey, Billy in the chat, man.
Put up those things.
Man, we got all our guys rocking with us in here, man. Billy said, I agree with C-Mac, but I can't wait to go. Hell yeah, Billy. Big Show's been my roommate every time we've been down there. Pulling up these scores. Pre-game bet, Mel. Yeah, I appreciate you dropping the pre-game action. It's always nice when you do that. So I said live. I guess I just meant that we're live here and you gave action. But yeah, pre-game bet. I got you. 2nd and 7 now for Oklahoma State. The game is back on. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Little swing pass out to the back. He's going to pick up a first down. Nice little gain right there. Texas still leads this by 21. It is 35-14. Just now under 9 minutes now in the third quarter left. Don't say I didn't fucking warn everybody if Sarkisian does a Sarkisian. I mean, I don't think he will, and I think Texas has been dominating. I'm just saying, don't act surprised if he does what he does, man. Gonna take the snap here on first down, pop it out to the receiver on a little swing pass again. Pick up another 7 or 8 yards there. Hey, our guy, right on cue, man. One of, as Jimmy always says, one of the youngest and brightest stars in the industry. I don't think about age. I just think about his capping ability. One of the best cappers we have around us. My guy, Billy. I suck at this. My guy, Billy. What up, Billy?
What up? What up?
Getting
that last couple hits of some marijuanas before we get into this the real sweat of the day, man.
Oh, shit. Perfect. My brain doesn't click like that because UFC is what you're talking about coming up at 4, right?
Yeah, UFC at 4:00, followed up by America's #1 hero, Mike Perry's back inside the fucking cage. If you don't get somebody on Mike Perry tonight, you're doing it wrong.
I hope everybody
Love it.
just heard that. And if you don't follow fighters like me, just do the smart thing and just tail. Just listen to what our guy Billy says because he's bringing you some action on stuff that me and I don't know about CMAC, but myself would not be able to give you action on.
Yeah, bro. 2 leg tonight. Mike Perry, Mike Jones. Go get some money. Mike Perry, Mike Jones.
I'm putting that in right
What's the number?
Minus 170 because it's right before the
Yeah,
fight.
it's cheap. Yeah.
But it's chalky, but it's fucking Mike Perry's fighting Eddie Alvarez, who just got cut from fucking the UFC not too long ago. Dude's been on his last fucking leg for like the last 10 years. And not only is he fucking old, he showed up and missed weight. Did he even fucking had a bad weight cut? So Mike Perry's gonna smoke this dude, knock him out. Mike Jones is fighting a dude that is 13-40 in his career. Talk about a rig fight. How is this shit not minus 1,000? So when you start going over the actual fights, you could add Beck Rawlings for a 3-leg and get even odds, but I don't like betting on women's boxing. That's just where the line gets drawn for me.
Yeah.
Like Dutch always says, the domestic violent league. I know he's talking about the WNBA, but that's funny where he said that that's where the line gets drawn. Women boxing. Our guy Mel said his favorite bets are the Billy Chalky bets because Billy says it, man. He says it, and he's right. If it cashes, it doesn't fucking matter. Am I right?
It's just the shit that the books don't want you to play. Like when they post like a fucking reception prop and it's like 2.5 receptions, minus 166, minus 175. And you're like, or like you see an NCAA line and it would be somebody at home and it'd be like minus 165, minus 175. And it's just like nobody wants to pay it. But if you actually do play it, I bet you if you look at the ROI numbers over like whatever you feel comfortable playing with for juice,
Yeah.
it ends up working out.
And yeah, well, and the thing is too, when you bet those though, you have to hit them at a higher rate to bring back your investment. Because if you lose on them, you got to be ready. So, but yeah, it's. But you talked about it, Billy. It's. I'll do it with these props, and because I never parlay, but sometimes I'll put it together. You know, the NFL like receiving props with ones that are a little bit higher like that, and just put them with a couple together.
I feel like what I've learned is parlays is not parlays are like it's cool, it's nice to cash a couple, I play a couple, but fuck, man, how many fucking it's way easier to make whatever you thought you're gonna spend on your parlay tickets. If you bet it straight, I bet you'd be happier at the end of the month.
Oh yeah, I will say everything is straight. Yeah, for me,
I got a little bit of shit for it. Actually, on Wednesday when I gave this out on Betting with the Bag, I have one thing that is kind of weird that I do in college basketball, and I don't do it all the time. But I mean, I'll post it because I don't give a fuck what people think. I only care if I cash my bet. I'll take 2 pretty heavy favorites like minus 250, minus 240 in the first half of a basketball game. So an example is I had Houston parlayed with Purdue in the first half. If you look full game, both of those teams were minus 300, minus 320. But at first half, it was like minus 240, minus 250, and I got plus 101 for it. So a lot of times in college basketball, sometimes I'll take 2 heavy favorites and I'll cut it into a first half bet and I'll put 2 teams together. And it's usually right around plus 101, plus 110. And my ROI on it's good. I'm not saying I cash all the time on it, but I'd cash more than I don't.
I did some dumb shit, Dabby and Connor. You guys are gonna laugh. That was I don't know why, but I had like a I think I have a gambling problem moment, and I had to go to a bathroom on a date last night, and I just had to get in a college basketball parlay in for Saturday. I don't know why. I was like, in case if I oversleep, I gotta have this college basketball parlay in. And can you believe my drunk ass fucking put Penn State on the fucking ticket and they lost to Bucknell?
Oh, yeah.
But there is
Shit.
some good odds on the ticket, though. One of the games was Yale versus University of Vermont. I kind of like University of Vermont on the money line. That was in the parlay ticket, but now I'm actually thinking about betting it straight on the money line.
Man, speaking of tickets and the fights coming up, I already appreciate the hell out of Billy jumping on. It looks like we got another guy who will be on the UFC stream here in just a minute that jumped on with us to share action. Guys, I can't stress enough. This is an opportunity to get bets in on something that, I wouldn't have been able to give you action on.
Yeah.
So without further ado, my homie, good friend right here, Big Show Picks. What up, Big Show?
Well,
What up?
I think you have your mic down or turned down or off.
Yeah, you're not muted, but it's real quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yes, but it sounds like if you were in a.
Oh, fuck. Give me a sec.
And there's our guy, Big Show Picks, man. Shout out Big Show and shout out everybody in the chat. It looks like Texas did just pick up a first down here, so they are moving the ball down the field. 5 minutes, 48 seconds now on the clock.
Yo, is that better?
14. Yeah, that's perfect.
I swear to God, Philla, the 2-leg parlay was Mike Perry, Mike Jones. The dude's name ended up being Mike Jones. It's more of a fate of the guy that's fucking 13-40 fighting in BKFC. I don't think they're trying to promote that guy.
Yeah, I'm on Mike Perry too, obviously. Eddie Alvarez.
That's my biggest bet of as I really started, when I looked at the UFC card, I was like, fuck, Mike Perry just fight this weekend. I ended up looking at the BKFC card and having the biggest bet of the weekend on the BKFC card.
It's a good fight card, though. Everybody fill out their pubsportsradio.com ticket.
Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be a good fight card, but some of the fights were very binary where, like, I like in a striker grappler matchup. I'm gonna bet the grappler, and I don't want to lose a lot of money this weekend. That's not how I want to come back to New Jersey.
I went over it, Big Show earlier, but some people might be new. You want to tell everybody about that one more time, real quick?
It's pretty much just head over to Pub Sports Radio, go to the UFC contest on the top, sign up. It's free. Make your picks. It saves itself. Unlike Tapology, where you gotta hit the save button when you make your picks. It's $100 for the winner each month or each week. Whoever has the highest score, you get bonus points for picking the round and the finish if there is one. It's pretty fun, man. I think we've had almost 60 of them now.
I'm excited.
Yeah, sign up.
The contest tonight should be a good one.
It's fun to see because it's usually, I'm not saying it, and it's usually somebody different. Sometimes it's somebody we don't even know.
The UFC is the most random sport to ever bet on. I'm telling you, whatever you think it is, it won't be.
I mean, yeah, Dave won it, so
Nick,
anybody
it's free.
Yeah, it's free. Just go sign up.
Just go to pubsportsradio.com and you just sign up. You don't got to pay $1. There's no hidden fees or anything like that. It's free. You just sign up and make your picks on pubsportsradio.com.
But I will say, if you win the fucking contest and you can't
get a membership.
If you can't get a fucking membership, if you win the contest, oh my God.
There's quite a few out there, actually. There's quite a few out there that have won it. And I've seen them come back in the chat talking about, I won this. I'm like, man, yeah, fucking, pay it forward.
Jesus.
That's where all the membership money goes.
It's pretty weak.
Yeah, it's where all the membership money goes to.
Touchdown Longhorns. I was just about to say that second half under would have been looking pretty decent, but 57-yard touchdown run.
It was only a matter of time, yeah.
Dude, how did I know you guys probably talked about this already?
PayPal cash.
Every fucking Mr. Vegas Dave Capper wannabe capper give out Oregon -9.5. They got how did that happen, man? How much money did the books make last night? Like, I can't imagine. That'd be astronomical.
Bro, that game was crazy, man. Like I had shout out Dutch. He kept asking me, he was like, why is the line that the line should never, he was like Washington, right? Like, why is the line where
that's what I was thinking.
I talked about it on the Hitting the Books. I'm like, it's just like they're fucking with us, I thought, at that number. You know,
That shit right there is the type of shit that make you never.
and I just took it. If Oregon blew him out, I would have been like, all right.
Sorry, Cap. I kind of took over your show comments. It's just fucking my natural.
Bro, I love it.
That's
I love
the first thing I
love
do
it.
when I come in here. Sorry.
The comments are the most important stuff, man. Speaking, shout out to my guy resisting it all in the chat. He said, "What is the Perry bet? Is that UFC?" He was just
Mike
No, it's
Terry,
bare knuckle.
Mike Jones, bare knuckle boxing
Parlay. Yeah.
parlay tonight, and it's
BKFC.
after the UFC card. BKFC,
Yeah.
Utah, baby. It's gonna be a bang. If you've never seen Mike Perry fight in bare knuckle,
Born for the
way
shit.
better bare knuckle fighter than UFC fighter. Even though he was supposed to be a wrestler, don't know why.
Yeah, so you guys all know Peyton came home 3 days ago. You see it in the chat. I put it up there a little bit ago. 7 weeks in the NICU. He's finally home. Thank God.
That's great
Hell
news.
yeah, man.
That's a great fucking news because you guys had to be a little bit worried a little bit because I follow Sarah on Instagram. And she always posts updates. She had me worried for us to do a couple of those posts.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. You know, they're not supposed to be here. He's still not even supposed to be here for 17 days, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is. Damn.
Glad
He's
that
gonna
you
be.
got home.
He's gonna
That's
be a
like
monster.
Christmas. That's like a
He's gonna be-
Christmas gift in itself before Christmas.
He's gonna be a monster, dude. I don't even know what he would be if he was still inside of her. Right now, he's 7 pounds 11 ounces, 22 and a half inches. I was 22 and a half inches, and I was 4 days late. So he still
Yeah.
got. He would have still had 17 days to cook in there. He might be fucking 24 inches. He might be a keeper pike.
Hell yeah. We might be betting on him fighting soon.
Fighting. Not the fighting business. They don't get capped. In reality,
All right, sorry. We'll be betting on him playing football.
I wanted to
Yeah.
be Jason Kelsey's replacement.
Yeah, let's go offensive lineman life. Because if you look at the reality of professional athletes and how much an average UFC fighter gets paid, that shit's mad disrespectful, bro.
Right. That's why so much of it is like fucking like sponsors and promotions and different. That's why you see so much.
They're not allowed to
We
have
are-
that shit.
We are about to be betting on people. We're about to be betting on people that are on the first couple fights of the night that are only whoever's making this is getting paid. The loser lost money. Like they're getting paid 10 and 10. You got to pay the quarterman, the cut man, your agency. Like if anything, man,
Gym fees,
go back.
the gym fees, the coach fees, everything.
Gym fees, coach fees, agency. But they do. Some fighters do have sponsorships, but like the sponsorships can't be on the shorts, so it's like way different. So when you're in the regional scene before the UFC, you can just have like shorts on and have like 8 sponsors on it, and that basically just paid for you to be a fighter full time.
Hey, my stomach is sick because I'm trying so hard not to fucking pay attention to this Memphis Ole Miss game, but I have first half on it. I'm gonna piss really quick and let you guys hold this down. It's almost the first half is almost over. It is so
Yeah, I'm
hard.
gonna get a beer. I'll be
Okay,
right
go
back.
ahead. I'll stay here. Never mind. I got
We
it.
got you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ken. We got you.
No. You sure? I mean, I know you guys
the
can handle
boys,
it.
the boys are taking over.
Well, it's good because the fights are coming up. And honestly, I'm going to do my Pub Sports Radio card right now because, you know, the first thing I did, I'm going to piss and I'm going to do my Pub Sports Radio card right now. Everyone do the same. Don't be fucking lazy. Put it in right now. It helps the channel.
So we're going to fit into the chat real quick because this is a college football stream. Big Show, let me ask you. Bama or Georgia, bro? Like, I didn't want to bet it. I didn't want to bet it. Like, my heart is telling me Bama, but my body says
My
Georgia.
body is telling me blue. Michigan winning it all, bro.
Michigan winning it all? Nah, Michigan's not winning it all, bro. Get the fuck out of
Michigan
here.
winning
You guys,
it all. This is their year.
all right, so my question is this then. For the Michigan-Iowa game, are you betting the fucking over? I mean, you guys are minus 21 and a half. The over-under's 35. I mean, fuck, bro. If you guys covered the game, this shit goes over, doesn't it? So
Yeah, I
if the
can't.
game is competitive, the shit goes over, shouldn't it?
Yeah, when's the letdown spot for Michigan going to be? That's When are they going to give
When's
up
the
10 points? When are
letdown
they going to
spot?
give up 14 points in the fucking second quarter or the second half? You know, one of these games is going to happen. Iowa ain't the team, I don't think. They got very lucky they're in this game because the conference is all split up. But Michigan should rout them. They need to rout them just to have the most momentum going into whatever game they get drawn up tomorrow.
But also, there's the
I want
big-
Florida State to sneak in there. Fuck the fucking Bama and fucking Georgia. Fuck
Nah, off the grip. When I was looking at this card off of like a couple of days' notice, I was looking at like Florida State money line. That's the best bet of the fucking day. I ain't know they ain't have no fucking quarterbacks, man. So I feel like that game last night showed me whatever the public's on, I'm betting against. Like the bookies try to make some money on this college football shit, and damned if they do, and damn
I
if
just
I
want
don't.
to show everyone how easy this is, right? I'm literally going through making my picks right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't look at my picks. Don't judge it because I don't fucking know any of this, right?
I'm going Silva in
this-
the next one. What are you doing, Billy?
Silva, he's going to knock him out in the second round. See?
Nah, I'm telling you right now, one of the submission of the night off the bets.
Okay,
I'll read it up
I'll
for you.
submission,
Right?
but stop. Let me get this in. There.
Submission of the
second
night
round.
is going to be Jaquim Silva. Silva has gone no distance, 13 out of 16 of his fights, and last 5 fights have been no distance. Clay Guida, 36 out of 61 of his fights have finished inside a distance. He's been submitted 10 times.
61.
He's
It's
been
time,
submitted
bro.
10 out of
It's
11 times in
time.
rounds 1 and
Hang up
2.
the fucking-
He's been submitted 7 times in round 1, bro. That's almost double digits, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Jaquim Silva's going to sub him. The sub props plus 350. Rounds 1 or 2 plus 460. And if he doesn't sub him, shit, I'm betting Clay Guida to knock his bitch ass out. So that's how I'm having fun on that.
It takes that long, by the way, boys. I took a piss and already did my entire card for the thing right there. Now, maybe it takes you a little longer if you actually have some thought that goes into it, but you get the
Pat,
point.
I got a question for you, though.
What's that?
Can you talk to me about this college football game of Alabama versus Georgia? Because my heart is really telling me how the fuck is Bama plus money, and I'm not on it. Like, but
so that's what, bro. That's so I'll tell you right now. Like your sharp capper, your most people are on Bama, and a lot of people like that I really respect, like Ragu, are on Bama. I bet Georgia in the first half -3. I just I've watched both of these teams, and this is just like an eye thing for me on this one. I think Georgia's offense is going to be potent enough to score on Alabama, and I don't think Alabama's going to put up a ton of points here. I think
to put up a ton of points. They got to play defense. Cotter's back.
C-Mac will give you an opinion on it too if you want. I just, one thing that Georgia hasn't done over the years is covered against Alabama. Like if you look at their numbers and anything, it's like Georgia. But just like 1-7 or something like that. Crazy. I don't have it in front of me, so that's off memory.
But Georgia is the better team.
Yes.
It's just who's the better team this Saturday is the weird.
Exactly. Milroe, is it? Can he make the plays? Like I think that if you see that early, Bama's in it, and it's if he's off anything like he was early on.
Did
Georgia
you have
could win
any
big.
pre-flop plays that you put out on Twitter on it or anything
No,
like that?
I wanted initially, Billy, because these games, I want the over, but this is totally going the opposite way.
So
all the money, is on the over. It's coming down here to 53, the total. And so I don't want it. But a free bet, I would take Bama. If I had a free bet.
Right? That's what I was saying, Connor. I was like, my heart's telling me
I just am.
how the fuck is Bama plus money? I'm not on it.
This sounds like trying to thread way too much of a needle. Am I mute? No. And I'm not trying to thread this needle.
Cav,
fuck you, Big Show. And I'm not trying to thread this needle betting wise, But when I made the Georgia first half bet, I thought in my head, I was like, Bama could very easily cover this first or cover the full game. I just like the fact that I'm getting a field goal in the first half. That's all it is. But I genuinely think that full game Alabama could cover. And I know that sounds stupid since I'm on Georgia first half, but I think I'm up by 4 or 5, maybe a touchdown at half. And I think by the end of the game, it's a 3 or 4 point game.
The biggest games they played their best. I thought Georgia, they've had the easiest schedule in a long time this year. Georgia.
There's
the
been a
cakewalk.
Well, they won
Tennessee and Florida. Those are the toughest games.
Easiest schedule because they wanted to get into this position. Whatever the board member, Becky's, whatever how that works for Georgia, they said we want a fucking national championship, and they were fucking arguing in the room. He was like, "Well, we ain't getting no national fucking championship playing all these good fucking teams. So what do you want to do?" And he said, "Fuck it. Let's have an easy schedule this year." And now they're here in this spot. And hopefully, this is what the game plan was for them. But Bama's always that team, though, that you don't want to against.
I have to tune into this for the last 40 seconds. Sorry, guys. Memphis is up 36-30, 15 on the shot clock, 35 left in the first half.
I'm sorry to laugh, but I know how it feels, bro. First half basketball sweats are just like,
bro. I don't know if you heard me tell C-Mac earlier. I was holding my phone last night, and my hand was going like this, and my wife goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, I can't help it. Like, that's how much like my heart is racing right now. Like, my hand was just like fucking shaking because I was watching it.
I ended up
Big Show?
Betting the Sixers live money line, and I fucking threw my phone.
You judging me, Big Show?
No, because the only time that shit ever really happens are like my hardcore favorite UFC fighters. Like when all my fighters fight at the end of the card too. So you got to sweat the whole fucking card. Just all right, my favorite fighter's gonna be fighting. Oh, yep, knocked out. Fuck, great.
No, bro. Oh man, sometimes those UFC adrenaline rushes is like it's like a drug.
You're fucking I mean, Billy, it's funny you say that because you're in that situation, then you throw the phone. So I have done that before, and it's broken my phone. Just the other day, I felt like I really took a huge step forward because it happened, and I went to fucking spike my phone, and then I set it down, and I go, "That's just more money you don't need to spend."
I had the phone in my hand looking at the live line. It was like, nah, but
shit, he did it on live on accident.
Nah, but it was like me in the bar. Like way different. Oh my goodness, dude. That was man.
Bro, it was, I'm telling you, we'll laugh so hard because I was sitting there and I go, or I think I might have like just tossed it. Like I was gonna spike it, and I was like, "Here, just get away from me. Let me find something I can."
We watched Jeff toast a whole fucking laptop. Remember that, Billy?
Yeah, I seen Jeff almost toast the steering wheel. That shit was I forget what game it was, but it was like a
that's when you know you got way more money than everybody else in the car.
Oh no, he pulled over though. He pulled over willingly. Pulled over and slammed on the wheel, but I mean, I don't blame him. Now that was a crazy.
I punched the fuck out of a steering wheel before when I've lost a bet while I was driving.
I remember that same exact weekend. I lost a
good steal by Memphis,
a women's MMA bet, and I had a big ass parlay in it, and I lost my shit. And I was fucking outside, and Jeff goes outside. He's like, "You all right, buddy?" And I'm like, "No, not okay." And he was like, "You'll be fine. You'll be fine." That shit was so funny. And that's why I don't parlay women's MMA anymore. Fuck that shit.
That's why I don't parlay women's MMA anymore.
Bruh, that killed my whole vibe. Like right off the bat to start off the vacation of Pubblepalooza. I was like, God damn it, man.
Sorry to interrupt with the clapping. Memphis is going into half up 37-30. I do now have them full game on the money line also, so I need them to come out
There you
strong.
go.
But come
I
on,
wanted
baby.
to bet Memphis in that spot, but man, I'm waiting for free my man. He's back out the can. He ain't get put down. He's coming back, baby. Mikey Williams, baby. Mikey Williams. Not a
My
rest.
only
All
thought.
right.
My only thought with that one was I just really liked the fact that Memphis had to sit there on that loss for so long. So
No, bro. He is that good.
yeah, that's true.
Bama
Right.
first half.
What'd you say?
Bama first half sounds
said
like the
what?
move. See, it's always the dog that covers the first half, and then they end up getting smoked in the second half.
Hey, where's Big Scott? Can I not get a comment about that fucking 7-point win?
Wiggins.
Since I got a comment about the 7-point loss, where's my 7-point win comment?
He left. Don't worry about it, Cap.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins.
The Boise line down to 1.5 right before kick here. A lot of books.
What, Nate? Nate just
Yeah,
said
I
we
was
had
gonna
big quarterbacks. You
ask
guys
about
highlighted
the
that.
UNLV game because I know that's a very coveted team right around you, but is like Boise football still just bet the over every like
I like that over. And this has gone from 58 to 62. 63, there's a couple here, Billy. But I think UNLV, they might not win it, but I think they got a decent shot at home, you know. Maybe they're just happy to be there.
teams, man.
But they've covered all year long. But this is Boise versus UNLV. I just think they lost last week, close game, but they lost. Which all the sharps were on San Jose. Me as well, but I think UNLV's got a shot here to win this football game.
There was
So I took a money line.
Really jumped out to me because it was kind of like the sharp and the publics are on the same exact side of Boise, like a slight, like not a lot, just a slight lean for the sharps and the public are both on the same exact side.
Well,
so
today it's come down the number, so that's a little. But it's here in town. This is UNLV, which has never got bet money. It's hard to tell from that. You know, it's not like the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm giving you from like a New Jersey market standpoint where probably not a lot of people aren't betting on Boise UNLV.
I was going to ask.
Going to the window betting Boise is what I'm saying.
I was going to ask Big Show.
That's how the motherfuckers be losing, man. I be seeing that shit all the time in college football. Big bets coming to the window right before the game, and then they end up getting L's.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Big Show, how are the futures looking on your future wall for your Bet Greatness podcast? I wanted to say it sucks that A-Chain went down.
What's up with my man AJ Brown? Is he still up there or not?
He's definitely took a step back for MVP, obviously, with like Stroud and did you pick him for Offensive Player of the Year or MVP?
Picked him for AP
Player of the Year.
I think it was like AP NFC. I gotta look at it, man. It's on the wall.
It's a lot of it's gonna come down to the NFC South. Apparently, I probably have the most futures on who's gonna win the NFC South since it's been a fucking carousel of fucking 4-7 and 5-6 teams for fucking the past like 5 weeks.
Right.
To be honest with you, I feel like where I fucked up this year was not betting futures in that division because I just didn't like the division so much because I thought it was just a lock for the Saints to win it. But you know how football is. That's never.
You're still not getting bad. You're not getting. You're not losing money betting now.
Saints, man.
Fucking Saints though, like they're not.
Is this the week? Can you trust them at home? Catching 4.5. Derek Carr.
This is the get-right spot for the Lions. They're going to win this bitch by 4.
I hope that defense starts turning around, though, Big Show. And I think they were better, but they were getting
laying
points on the road.
I gotta say about the Lions? The Lions are whack to me. Whack. The Lions are still the fucking Lions. I woke up on Thanksgiving, and it was one of those like, all right, I'm about to lay in my bed. I got all these college basketball games capped. I need to put in a little morning parlay to pay for this breakfast.
So you're mad at the Lions that
And
going against every trend on
I
Thanksgiving? in,
parlayed
past
the
10 years,
Lions.
bro. Come on now.
Bro, no, bro. I parlayed the Lions with Texas A&M. Texas A&M smokes this team by like 30 points. And I look at the Lions score, and I'm like, bro, the Lions are losing to the fucking Packers. The Lions. What? I did it, and now I was thinking to myself, I did it to myself. I bet on the fucking Lions. They still suck.
I did that earlier in the year. I did that same shit. Look at Big Show. Real quick though, hey Troy, shout out to our guy Troy. He said, "Oh shit, what a panel in here, man! Drop it in, Troy." I know that a lot of people, we want to be humble, so we don't get up and toot our own horn. Man, Troy has been killing it this year, up double digits on the NFL show, just absolutely destroying it. Shout out to our guy Troy, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, shout
Let
out
us
to
know
Troy.
also, Troy, if you got any college football bets coming up for the rest of the day, or any bets. It doesn't have to be college football.
Yeah. Let me give. I want to hear some market trends.
Hell yeah, man. Those I was just talking about earlier about how like I could never do what you do. Like I appreciate the database that you build. That's crazy. I'm too ADHD for that.
Cab's like, I could never do that in my life.
Well, I couldn't. It's just the honest truth. There's no fucking way I could create
It's
something
hard
like
for
that.
Cab to mix numbers with weed, so he didn't go to them algebra classes.
Hey, you know what? Let me just fucking keep doing what I do with my eyes in college basketball. How about that?
There you go.
Is North Carolina still losing? What the fuck? I just now am seeing this highlight.
Raise up. Take your shirt off.
Trying to see. I saw Nate, man. He said he put a big boy bet on Alabama first half. I know he's been listening, so I know he knows I'm on Georgia first half. So I hope you lose.
I think he said it was his buddy. His buddy.
Oh, his buddy? Okay, good.
Tell
your buddy.
He said boy, so it might even be his son, but.
Oh, well, that sucks. That's the only one that feels bad about saying, but I hope he loses too.
Yeah, you don't care if Nate fucking loses. Just don't let your boy lose.
Man, yeah, exactly. That's how it's supposed to be, though, man. We got to have the younger generation of our kids got to make it, right? You get it now. You got one now back at the house with you. You know the feeling. It's a crazy feeling to love somebody more than you ever thought you could love somebody.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Making all them weird noises and shit. I tried to do the UFC. Let me set up an account on Pub Sports. Hey guys, I tried to do the UFC contest. It let me set up an account on Pub Sports. LOL. You should be able to. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, when it says an account, literally you put your email in. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. You just put your email in because it has to be connected to somebody, right? It can't just be so you put your email in.
We do it for bot reasons. So people ain't just putting in 100 different, bot fucking contest wins and try to steal the shit everything. We actually want to do it hooked up to when you put your information in there, it sets up with your PayPal, so we don't got to do the whole who do we got to pay, and it just gives us the winner, and then we send that right to the PayPal account link to your account. So hopefully that gets set up pretty soon. That'd be nice.
That's dope. And it's $100 every week, but I've seen a couple times where Slaughter's even done $200 to the winner.
We got to get the numbers up, though. We got to get all these shows to promote and get these numbers up over 150, 200. Then I'm sure Slaughter will get back to.
Yeah.
But we're not getting it with 60 every week.
Back to the game.
Yeah, it should be over 100. Fuck.
There's no reason for it not to be. It's free.
It's free. All right, boys. Well, I do gotta get ready for the next show, though. Sorry,
I've looked around.
All right, Big Show.
You getting out? All right, man. See you on the UFC stream, man. I'll make sure and pop in the chat. Maybe pop on. You guys don't need me on there, but I'll be in the chat supporting it.
It's always fun when we have you guys, anybody hop on for at least a fight. If more of the regulars just popped on for a fight just to say what up, shoot out their shows, just kind of like what I did. Go check out the podcast that we do, the MMA and the football one. Go check out the UFC contest. We just need more of that of everybody tuning in together.
Yeah, I'm always down, man. So Yeah.
All right, peace
No
out,
doubt.
everybody. Good luck tonight. Go
All right,
Michigan.
Chuck.
Peace.
There he is, Big Show, Michigan fan.
Our guy, Chosen One, said he joined kind of on Georgia. He's on Georgia first half -3.5. This game is just an ass beating, C-Mac.
Yeah. Done 0 in the second half. Oklahoma State 0. Whatever. The overcast. If I can go 3-1 here, it'd be really good.
Oh, I know you know this, but Wisconsin got you full game. Marquette did make it close at some point, but they got there. You got there.
Yeah, they won.
And you
I
already
just
said
seen
earlier,
Miami in this under. It's coming through.
what's the score in that one right now?
16-14.
16-14. Another touchdown here
Toledo
for
might win, but
damn, that's a better game than what we got. Another 11-yard rushing touchdown for Robinson right there. Number 7 out of the backfield. Texas is about to be
so
up
easy.
49-14. It's just an absolute ass beating. Is this so? Let's have the only conversation that's left to have. Is this enough for Texas? Do they get into the college playoffs?
They get in if Florida State loses. No.
Okay. But
But what if Bama beats Georgia? I don't know how you don't have Georgia in. They won SEC. You know.
if Georgia loses to Bama, they still get in, right?
I gotta think.
Right? Like, everybody in the chat, let us know what you guys think too. Because really, at this point, this game's an ass beating. We got 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but the conversation to be had now is the playoffs. Shout out to our guy, Perfect Rotation, jumping in, coming in the chat, man. So you say you think Georgia's still in if they lose to Bama? I guess.
I guess depends how they lose. I don't think they get blown out.
Right.
Right up to committee.
Mel has the Texas team total over 52.5 that he took live, and he said, Dabby, I think Texas needs one more TD to have a chance. That's funny. I like it. Good to see you in here. Perfect rotation, man. Let me know what you got bet, man. I've been seeing you've been posting your bets. I hit the like when I see them cross my thing. Keep it up, man. I love seeing people put their pregame action. Okay, Justin said he thinks the
No, it's only if they lose. Florida State wins, they're undefeated. You just kind of have to put them in. But I'm just if they lose, then
So let's see. So obviously, what Michigan? Obviously,
Washington.
Somehow Michigan loses. Washington, Georgia. So then it just comes down to Florida State and Texas, I would say, right?
Yeah. Well, if Bama beats Georgia, then we're all. Oh, I need to charge this. Gab, give me a sec.
I got it. Everybody in the chat, though. So I want to put this scenario out there. I want you to think about what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying, okay? Bama wins. And what do we need? Florida State to lose. Bama wins and Florida State loses. Who's in the finals? Or who's the Final Four? What do you think, Billy? He said nope.
I have no idea.
How difficult does that become at that point, though?
I have no idea at that point. I mean, because with the different scenarios and shit like that, I don't know. I just wait for the bowl games to come out.
But here, I got to say this too. Bama wins, right? Let's say Bama wins and Florida State loses. So now you're going to put Bama, a one-loss Bama team, in over a one-loss Texas team who beat Alabama at home by double digits?
Yeah, Bama gets views.
But think about what I just said, though. So
Bama gets views.
You're right. Texas probably is. I mean, they're not Bama.
I think I personally think in college football there should be a little bit of like year after year. If you're right fucking there, you should get a little bit of a rub that one year that you might lose a game or something like that over a team that doesn't do the same exact thing year after year after year. You know what I'm saying? I think there should be a little bit of favoritism.
Yeah, to mix it up, right? To give us something.
No, I think there should be favoritism towards the Bama team for that.
Oh, okay. Because you think they're the better team and they've proven it year over year, so you give it to the team that's proven it, basically. I just that to me that the idea of Bama getting into the playoffs over Texas when they have the same record and Texas beat Bama in Alabama, that blows my mind. You know what I mean? And didn't just beat them by double digits. But we'll see.
Wins, they get in.
That's what Troy says, I guess. Why? Because they beat the best team in the nation and they have one loss. So, Troy, you're putting in Bama over Texas in that scenario. That's crazy. Texas is going to be pissed, bro. This game here, Texas just kicked off. Oklahoma State barely got the ball out past the 10-yard line on the return. 10 minutes and 31 seconds left. 41-14 here. Just an absolute ass beating.
My bad if you see me bopping my head back and forth and eating, because I gotta set up this monitor. I didn't know I had to sign into all these streaming.
No, you're good, man. I appreciate you popping in. I know you probably did it because C-Mac popped out, so I appreciate the hell out of you, man.
Nah, it was coming back downstairs. I just where do I put forget password?
Sean Fisher said Texas is in. I don't know, man.
Alec Burks, best bets for UFC card tonight. Talked about the Silvas, the submission of the night, and where's my docs at? Let me pull up my betting card.
Troy said if Bama wins, they will make sure FSU loses. That's crazy to think about.
On the first fight of the night, Jamie Lynn Worth fights Dan Hardy's wife. I think she's gonna knock the bitch out. That shit's pretty high odds.
Brent said my TV is behind. I'm not usually ahead of people. The last couple of weeks, I have been a few times. That is a rare occasion for me to be ahead. It's 2nd and 10 here for you. 9 minutes 35 on the clock. Big play for Oklahoma State down the middle of the field, out across the 50, out across the 40, down to about the Texas 35-yard line. I mean, hard for me to give a shit anymore. It would be cool, I guess, if they score right here, stop Texas and find a way to score again, then I'd actually backdoor my live bet that I made, but I don't see that happening. I took Oklahoma State live at 23.5 early in the game. Not a good bet.
I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, I gotta feel it out for a little bit because with UFC and shit like that, I don't bet as much college football.
Yeah. I've seen and I know you hit me up on that first half, that USC, which, they didn't cash full game there. So we were on the right. Or wait, was that the game they didn't cash? Because I know on Oklahoma they didn't cash.
They smoked them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that was the next.
It was against Seton Hall.
That was the next game then where they cashed first half and not full game. But good call on that. College basketball, I seen you've been doing your thing in that already too.
Yeah, man, college basketball, man. I love college basketball. One of my favorite sports to bet on, man.
Me too, man. I was talking about it earlier. I don't know what it is. Like, I can have the same bet on a football game, and I don't get the way I get with college basketball. I don't know what it is. Like, when it comes down to it, man, the nerves.
It's like this. Ask any professional sports bettor, if you look at their portfolio of what games or what sports they're betting on, the two most popular ones are soccer and college basketball.
Hell yeah. Mine's definitely college basketball. Definitely. My second is college football. This season has not been the best for me, but it's the first down season I've had in a while, and it's not like I'm down a ton, just a little bit. It's going to happen. Killed it last week too. So all that matters is right now, keeping the momentum going. Oklahoma State is so bad. They just completed a pass for a 1-yard loss because the running back had to fucking dive forward to catch the ball in the backfield. And now it's going to be 4th down. 7 minutes and 52 seconds on this clock. So it is ticking and rolling, man. Shout out to the over 87 people that we still have rocking with us in the chat, man. Perfect Rotation said that was a fumble just a second ago. I don't know, man. He got hit pretty hard, pretty quick. The one earlier was definitely a fumble, but I don't know about that one. Maybe. Everybody, man, and everybody that's got the green too. We appreciate anyone being in here regardless. But if you are able to do the membership helps a ton. Pub Sports Radio is just run by one guy, Jeff Slaughter. So shout out to Slaughter. Without him, we don't have this channel, and any membership goes towards everything that we do, and it helps a ton. You know, we don't ask for fucking. We don't ask for anything for our cappers to give out their. You guys come in the chat and you ask Billy what his best bet is. Billy gives you his best bet, right? We don't hold shit back here. It's not one of those things where it's like you got to go, do Pub Sports Prime or Pub Sports Premium or any of that shit. It's just a simple way, $4.99 a month to give back and say thank you. That's all it is. Whew, man, I know soccer gives a lot of people. Do you bet soccer, Billy? I mean, that's a stupid question. I already know you do, right?
I do, but not like I just bet certain leagues like Premier League, MLS, and Serie A. I don't be betting like the Champions League and shit like that.
I've never seen anything like what Slaughter does in soccer. It's crazy, man. Speaking of, the Don, the OG of Pub Sports Radio, the bets he throws down in soccer make me nervous, and I don't even know anything about soccer. He throws down big money on it, but he kills it, man. He kills it. So I don't know why he doesn't get on here and give out his soccer bets. He should. You guys need him. You guys should start asking. Anytime you see Slaughter in the chat or you see him around, ask him for his soccer. Trust me.
I didn't even look at the NBA card today. I don't bet the NBA on Saturday. Just historically, I've learned if you just don't bet an NBA on Saturday, you'll be a lot more profitable.
Hell yeah, Trap God.
Or I should say early in the season, because after when it gets into the spring, Saturday is like a national television day game for Saturday.
Right, like
Saturday or Sunday. One of those 2 days.
Did you look at the USC Gonzaga game at all?
Yeah, but I would bet USC. I don't know if that's like what I need to be doing though on my Saturday.
That's such a smart comment. He's like, I just don't know if that's what I need to be doing, right?
Yeah, be like Mike Perry. Like, would I rather bet Mike Perry or take a plus money shot on USC? It's like, I don't know, man. I feel like I think USC wins the game. Yes.
So I do too. My whole point behind this thought too is, which I was way off with Wisconsin and Marquette, and I was kind of thinking the same thing. But I think the guard play for USC, because Gonzaga their offense isn't the same as it's been. They've just been relying on really good defense for the most part right now, and I think the guard play for USC is what's going to get them there. Big 4th down play by Oklahoma State. Again, this game is far there's nothing left. It's over. Texas has won. But if I could get a backdoor cover somehow on my live bet, that would be really fucking cool.
I haven't been too impressed by Gonzaga's. I remember watching Gonzaga play during the feast week. I didn't think that they were that good. When I watched USC play during the feast week, we made money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like there's like a little bit of recency bias towards it, because I didn't bet them against Oklahoma, but I bet them. I think it was that Seton Hall game. I bet them. I feel like this year, that one and the K-State game, those are the 2 games that I bet on USC this year, and they smoked them. So
So I bet
My-
all 3 of those games, and I was on first half with Oklahoma, so I cashed all 3 of those.
That's what I'm saying. So like my perception of UFC, I feel like is like they're a fucking really good team. Like shit, if you cash for me like 3 times already this early in the season, like
That's what I'm saying.
like
That's kind of why I was asking about what you were thinking about it too. Yeah, but you're right though. I probably won't get there with it. I need this Memphis full game money line to find a way to come through for me. But yeah, I feel the same way, man. Shout out to our guy Ian hitting us with the $5 dono, man. That shit means the world. He says,
Hell
"Love
yeah.
rolling with the gang. Let's get this cash." Hold on, I like our thing that we made on the sesh. Where is it? I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna find it either way. I'm finding it for you. I think it's in default. Oh wow, what background did I just put up?
oh yeah, this is the game I was looking at.
Didn't mean to put that background up, but I was. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. There we go. Shout out to our guy Ian for the $5 dono in the chat, man.
The other game I was looking at in college basketball was Tulsa versus Oral Roberts. I think Tulsa's a lot better than Oral Roberts.
Earl Roberts sucks this year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Oral
Yeah.
Roberts sucks this year. Like,
Yeah, I know that's not much of a cap, but that's
I don't give a fuck if they're at home, if they're at away. Like, if it's neutral, like Oral Roberts length points is not a good bet ever. Like, so getting plus money against Oral Roberts definitely caught my attention when I was looking at the card.
I agree with that. I haven't
Tulsa's
even
looking good this year. Tulsa, what was the game? They're coming off a loss, 84-82. I think it was like a buzzer beater or something like that. So always like remembering those type of spots because teams that usually come off like a buzzer beater loss, they usually look better in the first half and the next game. But
yeah, it's a motivation factor type thing, right?
yeah, like fuck, like we let that one get away. And then the other one was on the Peacock Network, Temple versus St. Joe's. Is this like a St. Joe's letdown spot after them beating Villanova, or is Temple just trash? I don't know.
haven't really looked at that one much. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to just throw anything out there. I haven't looked at that
Well,
one.
see, man. St. Joe's has been I mean, they win overtime in Kentucky in that Kentucky tournament during feast week. Remember, Kentucky played like those 4 teams that were like dog shit. Well, they actually went in overtime against St. Joe's in Lexington. And
Kentucky looked good the other night.
And then they played Villanova earlier this week, and they beat them 78-65. Like, not that they beat them, they smoked them. Like, maybe St. Joe's is actually good.
Yeah, they might be. This is a sneaky spot right here. I'm looking at this right now too. You're right. I mean, because that they beat a good Villanova team. They took Kentucky to overtime. The only question on their schedule is the loss to Texas A&M Commerce, but that shit happens.
No, Texas A&M Commerce is pretty decent.
Yeah, exactly. And if they won that game, you'd be looking at one loss, and that would be to Kentucky in overtime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what, bro? Like, how is it not like -5, -6? But then it's also like those 2 teams are like the Philly 5 shit, and a lot of weird results happen in those games. So I don't know. Because last year at Temple won 70-60. The year before, it was at St. Joe's. St. Joe's won. So it usually looks like the home team is winning in these matchups.
Man, I'm going to pay attention to this team. I'm glad you put me on that because, I mean, I'm not saying I haven't looked at them, but I haven't really analyzed what I just thought about, man. Like, they could be really good. You're right.
Yeah,
I think Tulsa's a play right there on Earl Roberts, man. It's not a trap. Anybody
money too? Like that's what caught my attention. There wasn't a lot of plus money spots that I like stood out to me. I think it's wrong team favored.
I agree completely. Yep. I mean, the only thing that people are saying is Tulsa hasn't really, played some of the best competition, but you play who you play, right? And any good competition that Earl Roberts has played against, they've lost, by double digits.
It's not even about who have you played. It's about more of like, are you covering the number? It's like when you analyze it, like
Yeah.
when they're winning, they're smoking these teams. Like they're doing what they should be doing. So when they're playing against a team, just because the team's favored, the book is gonna make that team a 3.5 point favorite automatically if they're like within like a certain KenPom ranking. So I think it could be just like a market miscorrection. Like we could be looking at that like a result of like, dude, Oral Roberts is dog shit.
Right. Man, I tell you what here, Texas, I feel bad for our guy, Billy, in the chat. Mel, he said Texas needs another TD for style points, right? I mean, Ewers is out. They've got their backups in. That doesn't mean shit, though. Oklahoma State's look terrible, so they could still go down the field and score here. But, 6 minutes on the clock, and they are going to run it down to, they're going to run it down every play here.
I will say, though, now that I'm looking at the strength of schedule thing, they do have like a within top 75 strength of schedule. But I don't know, man. K-State isn't a team that I'm like, I think they're a little bit overrated. Texas A&M's a good fucking team. Missouri State's all right. UTA, Texas Southern,
Texas A&M's problem is, I don't know if you've seen Radford. He's been out for them the past couple games. Texas A&M is good. They just they can't have injuries. They need everybody healthy. They need everybody on the court.
I need everybody, but they'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think his injury is like minor. He's just been out for a couple games from it, though. Swiss said, "Let's cap college basketball tonight, man." I will. Yeah, I'm down. This is, an over. When by the time we finish, it's right about 4 hours or just over a 4-hour stream. So after this, I got family to attend to and some shit to do. But after dinner and stuff tonight, when I start capping, I'll hit you up. I'm down. Hey, Billy. Anybody can go back in the Discord, right? In the Pub Sports Radio Discord.
Yeah.
Swiss, we got to get you back in that Discord because it's just titled the War Room back there. When we get back there and just cap. I need to get back there more often too, but that's where we'll meet. So I'll get you that Discord, Swiss.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh man, coming in
gotta
late
go
here.
to the Discord, man.
Come bring us some action.
Go.
My new friend that I've enjoyed capping with recently and being live with, Ramon Scott. What up, Ramon?
Well, where'd Billy go? I was going to talk to Billy.
I'm right here.
God, sorry, we're as peasants here.
He said we're just
Fuck
peasants.
you.
I do have to hit the head real quick.
Come back and Davey K, whoever you guys are. I want to talk to Billy.
Mhm.
Seriously though, Billy, I wanted to come on here and tell you my affinity for Mikey Williams. And I am a big fan, but I've actually had to dial it back a little bit because of my interactions with Williams's coaching, with his handlers a little bit. As a reporter, I covered Mikey's first game. He just happened to be, he's already getting popular, we know, before high school. And his first game was going to be against one of the teams that I cover. I'm a high school reporter, Bill. I'm never going to stop doing this, even though I'm gambling. I write articles every night.
I love it.
So Williams goes, I write his first game up. Coach Ramon, great job. I've known him for years, right? Ramon, great job. Mikey's going to be something special. Everybody already knows he is, right? He goes through his first year at San Ysidro. See him a couple other times. Always go out to whenever he was playing one of my team. Go see it. Good relations with the staff, with their staff, and they loved it because everyone had, you see it on all the videos, right? But nobody writes articles anymore. So I would write articles with stats and
I like the articles.
The articles. So he goes off for 2 years, becomes a millionaire, obviously, when he goes off to, play at the private schools and all his following and everything and his sponsorships. Comes back for his senior year and go out to a series of games. And he just happens to get into some situations. I'm a reporter, right? So I'm not videotaping the game. Well, I'm using my camera a little bit, but I'm writing a story, right, about what I see. So I report on Williams getting confrontational with opposing students. That's all, just something I saw with my own eyes, right? But the coaching staff thinks you wrote that, it's bad, right? I'm observing. I'm a reporter. Right? I don't have any bias. I like Mikey Wood. I mean, this guy's been the nuts since 7th grade, 6th grade, right? So, but then he gets in another situation, and I just write about it again, and they're like, "Why do you keep attacking?" I went to the game. He got into it.
Looks like a pro. But
Technicals. Okay. So finally, I don't know. This is his most famous incident. I wrote about it against one of my games I went to. He went in, dunked the ball, and looked like purposefully stepped on the kid's arm. Do you remember this one? He, stamps on the kid's arm, gets in the face of the fans. I just reported that his foot may have accidentally landed right on the kid's forearm, and I wrote descriptively what I saw. Coaches blocked me from Twitter, after all those years when a few guys out there, not that everybody wasn't covering Mikey, but I was writing articles and he would say, great job. As soon as I just reported what I saw, this was before the before the shooting, the arrest and everything like that. But to me, it's kind of maybe where there's smoke, there's fire. So I just hope that Mikey gets it going, man. I hope he does so well.
I got a question for you then, Ramon Scott.
Yeah, I hope he can get.
Do you think he's a pro player?
I do. I do think he's a can't miss. But again, it won't be because of the skill set, Billy. It'll be something we've seen it a million times. We've all seen it. What can happen. Again, I
could definitely see him do something like John Morant, like.
So I was disappointed because Coach Tuck, he always sent such positive things. I even tried to apologize, of course, because I'm a diplomatic person, and I'm on here telling, man, I'm pulling for Mikey because I want him to, hey, you could probably live off, well, I don't know about $1 million or $2 million or whatever he's got, but probably doesn't need, probably could figure it out, but he's got more ahead of him.
He can definitely figure it out, but nah, man. I think I haven't seen him play in person, but man, I've seen him play before. Dude, he looks like a pro basketball player. Like when you watch certain people play in college, they look like just good college players and stuff like that. But then when you watch certain people play, you're like, that kid's a pro player. When you watch DJ Wagner play basketball at Kentucky, that's a pro player. When you watch that one dude, I think his name is like Kobe, like Walter or whatever his name is.
My favorite player right now, for sure. Right now,
that's a pro player. Like you just see people and they just look like pro players. Like when you watch Imani Bates after his, he had a similar incident, kind of like as Mikey Williams. When you watched him play in the MAC last year, that's a pro player.
Yeah. So I'm pulling for him, and let me, if I can, maybe Dabby or Connor can help me out here. I'm just going to give you a look, see just how back in the day. Here I was with my little camera. This is from 2019, and there, from the game, there he is jamming the ball. And there's my article. He scored 41 points. Not a big article here. I'm just covering these games, right? But again, just trying. This is at the very beginning. Look at the gym. Nobody, there's a few people there. So I was there, from the beginning. But again, just unfortunate because I just wrote what I saw, and I don't want to say I wasn't surprised if something went down like this. I could imagine if you lived in Hamul like he does. On a house with a buddy. If you've ever been out to Hamul, there's just, dirt roads. Really, you go down one road and you go and there's beautiful houses. He has a, $800,000 house. You got some kids coming down with a car. You don't know who they are. It's midnight. Give them a little warning shot, right? Nobody's going to hear it. Well, maybe you hit the car, whoops. And now you're in trouble. Everybody knows he did it. And he got the break that he needed from the judge this week. He's going to go to.
I didn't think it was coming.
He got a plea bargain deal. He learned his lesson. I hope.
No, I don't think he learned his. I mean, that's a conversation for another day. But
you know how hard it was for me. See, because you guys know I'm not saying I take things serious, but I also like to not take things serious sometimes. And do you know how hard it was for me whenever you said? And I'm doing it now, so I guess it doesn't matter. But when you said he's going to do something like John Morant, I was like, oh, yeah, what are you saying? Better off to do the Giddy?
But the Giddy one,
right? Heading to University of Memphis, and could he get hooked up with John hanging out? So what did you say, Billy?
Free my man Giddy, man. That's on the establishment. Nah, bro, that's on the establishment, bro.
Hey.
If you're at an establishment and everyone's supposed to be above the age of 21, and why is there some money in there that's under 21?
And don't forget the parents that nobody's doing anything. The parents aren't doing anything. She's not claiming, there's going to be no problem here. It's all go, nope.
Yeah,
I wasn't. By the way, I wasn't making any opinion or anything. I was just, poking the bear because it's what I like to do. That was the whole point.
No, he may have been a payoff or something, or maybe there's a platonic situation. Maybe they're all friends. Hey, you know what? Little girlfriend action. Parents are cool. Whatever. We're all, who knows? He's like a pretty swell kid before all this went down, right?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, speaking of poking the bear,
he was 19. Yeah, I don't
know. How old did you ever have a girlfriend when you were 18 that was a little bit younger?
I was just going to say Texas finished it. I'm sure everybody knows that.
Yeah, I'll get you out of here. I just want to share my story and meet Billy.
Your story was fucking
tell him
awesome,
about Mikey. But I let Billy say what I was probably thinking, I guess.
Ramon, are you still covering San Diego sports high school here in Vegas?
Just a little bit. Football mostly.
Are you doing anything local with Vegas now, or you want to?
I thought about it, but it's hard enough just to do what I was doing, and I can't even do the job because of being so far away. But the trick is, like I said, those cameras are on every field. They have automated cameras and everything, so you can see any game you want. It just costs like $10 a month, and I can do that. But just want to stop by. I'm going to get back to college basketball. Good show, and I had a premium over. Yeah, I took a shot on Oklahoma State. You bet I did. But we're going to come home with this Miami and going to have some great games still to come. Heard what you said about Vegas, and I hope it is right. I hope Rod is right. I hope there is a big crowd. I was concerned because
it was okay. I saw it. Did you see the pictures? At least the whole lower is there. Okay. There's nothing in the upper at all.
Because Boise travels. I mean, they're going to be loud. They're going to be.
They're good amount there. I saw that. There's blue.
Vegas. Again, the key, Connor, at your school. I believe the key is the facility that will attract recruits, the proximity to the campus, the fact that you can just kind of equate the stadium as part of the campus in a way because it's so beautiful. They play their home games there. The bowl is a thing of the past. So
it was a disaster. Sam Boyd was a total disaster. That's why the Thompson Mac's so great right there on campus. That's a huge arena right there, walking distance from the dorm on campus. And to play football, though, was you trek all the way to Old Henderson by the fucking mountain, way out there. And it was just a Dust Bowl dump, 15, 20,000. It was horrible for all those years. So, yeah, having the Raiders coming to town has been great for UNLV,
Oh yeah, and the other thing with the Raiders, what I've said constantly about the whole situation, and I'm kind of wrong in a way, but I'm right too, is even Mark Davis can't screw this up. There may be all the things that you're seeing with all the problems with the Raiders, they still can kind of mask over lipstick on the pig type of thing a little bit with this building, and maybe they can get something together here and there and have some success. But again, I still think he's kind of a dumpster a little bit as far as the way things are. I hope you can pull it off, man. It looks like the type of guy you'd love to meet and hang out with, and I'd probably sing his praises. But
I've seen him a ton of times. He loves to sit in casinos and gamble.
But putting on a winning franchise like my friends the Spanoses, you can't cut corners behind the scenes. That's where you gotta pay, take care of everybody, and that's where the success comes in. So great show, great job. We'll see what happens with the playoff. Texas had to impress. That was the thing that was talked about in the second half. They had to impress because of the needing all the committee to think they deserve. If we don't know what's going to happen here in the next couple of hours,
it's going to be crazy.
Definitely,
it's going to be crazy. I don't want to go back into it, but I was just saying, Alabama wins. That's crazy to think that they could get in over Texas, even though Texas beat Alabama in Alabama.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, I think Alabama
That'll
can.
make it wild.
What you were talking about with the total and everything, and I think that there is a perception here, but I'm worried about I think the move you're seeing on the total, Connor, might be the respect that the Sharps have for the defensive speed in this
Oh,
game.
I agree. Yeah, but a weird thing is when they get together, that's why in national championships and other games, the offenses flourish with these great defenses over the years. It just has.
Yes,
when they get together. For the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, first year. Now, granted, it's all built in. We know this, especially now it's been a whole season. Still, first year with these big games with the clock change rules. That
of course,
there's no doubt that big games. I mean, we know we were complaining, and we've cut them down a little bit, but the big games would go even longer, right? Because we were managing the clock from the first quarter on. A lot of times these teams were, regular season, hey, we're playing the game like it's supposed to be played, and every second matters in there. So we got TD Boise, I see Al saying in there. So let's get rolling on these, unless you guys are sticking around. Thanks a lot. Sorry I only came by for a little bit, but this college basketball, a lot of fun today. A lot of fun out here.
Great day. Great day. Thanks for joining us, Ramon. Appreciate it.
See you guys later. I'll just watch the outro, and I'll catch you guys hopefully next week. I'll try to make it a point when we get to all basketball, maybe, or if you could do something like that, let me know.
Beautiful.
Do that, man.
All right, my man. Later. Ramon Scott, long time friend of the channel, me, everyone, now doing his own thing over there at Tony's Picks. I want to get that out there. He didn't get to do it, but does a morning show. So yeah, shout out to Ramon for joining us. Yeah, this Boise UNLV game, I think, is going to be high scoring back and forth. It looks like it. All right, Cab, this Miami, Ohio. Is this game over here?
I'm actually not on it. You know where I'm at, man. I'm on the Memphis, Mississippi game. It's coming down to the wire.
I'm just making sure it's over here. I don't know. Toledo doesn't get I don't know where they're at. It's 23-14. Someone in the chat.
Well, I was about to say I switched to the brands because we're about to wrap this up. But you want to hit that chat last one more time, because you guys, man, thank you for all showing up, man. These streams are a blast. We love being out here with you. C-Mac, I love being up here with you. You want to hit those guys one more time before we get out of here?
Yeah, Perky. As always, my man JW. Justin, always up in here. Al, Unlucky Charms, Voodoo Ranger, Ian. Shout out to all the people in the green. If you're not in the green, get in the green. Swiss Orton, my dude. Yeah, get in the Discord. There's nothing better than sitting back there and chopping up games, especially this time of year when there's so much college basketball and stuff. I love doing it. Cab, you know that, being back there with me. Kelly, Jesse, Cheshire Cat, Big Scott, Ian with the dono. Shout out to the donos on all the memberships. We appreciate all you guys. Perfect rotation. Brad Somersell, a member, as always, my dude, up in here. Christopher Commentini, another guy in green. Mad respect, been supporter for years of mine and Pub Source Radio. Same thing, Leonard, Troy Torrance, everybody. Billy, Big Show, Ramon, Scott, everyone that joined us. We appreciate it. Pretty good morning. So take it, Cab. Let's keep it rolling this afternoon. Let's cash, my guy. Let's get out of here. Take it away. Finish it. Go to Bet Online, MyBookie, Prize Fix, and sign up for the USC. That's free. Go get it done. PubSourceRadio.com and buy our merch. Get that shit. I don't know if it's still 20%. Probably is. For a little while longer, at least. I know it was. But get some of our shit. PubSource Radio. Some of our swag. 23-14 Miami. I love it. JW. Bingo. Fuck yeah. Take it away, Cab.
Let's go. We be fucking pumping, boys. We're out. We appreciate you.
Where's the bang bang, Preston? Come on.
I can't breathe.
Pub Sports Radio. Come find us in Southtown 101. Subscribe on YouTube and all